All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony.
I'm Sebastian.
And boy, oh boy, do we have stories for you.
Nice.
So, for those of you that maybe didn't catch the last show.
He's already got a little smirk on his face.
Because I know what the fuck is coming. You're going to ask questions and...
Oh, I'm going to ask plenty of questions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know what all the questions are going to... He doesn't give a shit about anything else but one.
Right.
I know.
Yeah, I know, right? So, this was the weekend that we took Sebastian to Vegas, 21st birthday, or what'd you call it?
I call it our 21st redo, or my 21st redo.
There you go. So, because he turned 21 during COVID, we had a small celebration at the casino here, but we always wanted to take him to Vegas. So it was me, Sebastian, my brother and his wife, my sister and my cousin Vicky, and my cousin Ruben and his girlfriend from heading out towards Blythe, right? So they all left early. I got out of work at 5 that day. 5:30, and I rushed home, and that's when you called me, and you're like, "Hey, I'll meet you at the house. I got something for Sebastian."
Did you tell him
What?
before I got here? Did you know I was coming?
No.
No, I didn't tell him.
That's why I fucking covered up, because I had no idea what the fuck you were doing. I was confused.
Okay.
That's why you showed up at the door with the phone in my goddamn face.
So Tony shows up, has a phone in Sebastian's face, recording. You tell him what happened.
Well, I was actually FaceTiming with Manuel, because Manuel and I, we were talking that day during the day.
Okay.
And we were talking about you guys going to Vegas. And he had mentioned how he wished he could have gone.
Right.
And so we were talking about Seabass hitting the gentleman's club. And I said, I think I'm going to go get him a brick of ones. And he goes, yeah, man, that'd be cool. I said, you want to go halvesies on one? He's like, yeah, you just go get it and I'll send you the money. I was like, cool. I said, I'll tell you what, when I go take it to him, I'll FaceTime with you so you could, be in on the, yeah. So that's when we came over right before you guys left. And that's why I had the phone in your face, because Manuel was sitting there watching it.
I figured that out, but to have somebody open the door and there be a phone in your face is kind of frightening.
Right.
A little heads up might have been all right,
But you know
but
how those people from Cheaters felt.
Yeah, right.
So we gave Seabass a nice brick of ones.
yeah.
Which was awesome. I was like, oh, that's off the chain right
I
there.
expect nothing less from either of you.
So he got the money. We finished packing the truck. We took the Escalade, right? Because I figured, okay, well, once we get there, everybody's gonna want to, go places. Yeah. So we'll take the Escalade. That way, everybody can just jump in that. We can less cars that we have to take, right? So
that's mistake number one.
Why?
Nobody drives around in Vegas.
We did.
Really?
Yeah, if we were going somewhere, because I wasn't the only large person that went. So everybody was like, we walked a lot. Maybe we should drive over there and then do all of our walking.
Well, I just say the wiser thing would have been to just take a cab there.
Oh, yeah, we're not.
Yeah, they said it was expensive doing the cabs.
Really?
I don't know. Just whatever.
We're not set up like you, Tony. Stop asking questions.
You at the end of this story, I think you might just be on your way to being like me.
Well,
Bougie Junior.
In a different way, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, how? We'll find out. I don't remember.
We will find out.
Yeah.
Oh, is it because... Okay, I think I know what it is,
Yeah.
but go ahead.
Yeah, that's how it starts. We'll get to that part of the story, though.
Okay.
So we leave, and I've never driven to Vegas from here. So I've never gone, and I went the back way through 29 Palms and up through all that, right? So we're driving, and I'm flying through the whoop-de-woos, and all of a sudden, I'm going through them, and as I hit, the back end of the Cadillac kept hitting the tire, right?
Okay.
So I was like, fuck, I need to slow down through these whoop-de-woos, but I want to fucking get there. Let's go.
Was that by the train tracks?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we hit that train track that says 25 miles an hour. They always have signs like that. Ain't that bad? No, that shit. If you're going to Vegas through 29 Palms and you hit that railroad track by Amboy, and it says 25 miles an hour, you better slow down, because that shit is about a 15 mile an hour railroad track.
Yeah.
Trust you me. And So we go over and I'm like, oh shit, all right, we got to be careful, dude. We got to stop doing that shit. So we keep driving and we're flying. And we're like, fuck, dude, I hope nothing happens. Like, we're out in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's like we're in Hills Have Eyes country.
Yeah.
Like, there ain't shit. Like, if something happens, like, we can't even pull off the
service
road.
is
Like,
shit all the way there.
yeah, spotty at best, right? So we get through all that shit. We exit. We get onto the 15. Is that what it is? 115, something like whatever that freeway is. And we hit Prim, right? I'm like, cool, we made it. We're good. And sound. I was okay. So it's not a flat, or else the sound would have kept going. It just would have been less loud, right? So I started giving it a little bit gas again. As soon as I hit 30, 35, I was like, oh, fuck. So, all right, well, let's pull off at the next exit. So we pulled off and go over to a gas station. I get outside, and I look at the right rear tire, bro. And if you're looking inside the wheel well, right?
I thought it was driver's side.
Isn't that what I said?
Oh, you said it right.
Oh, so the rear driver's side tire. So if you're looking at it from outside, right, and you're looking at the top of the tire, the first 3 inches of tire are flat, and then there's a large bubble on the inside of the tire. And it wasn't just on the part of the tire that was on top, it was the whole tire. So the middle bead busted on the tire.
So and it bubbled out.
Yeah, and it bubbled out. So had we kept going, and it would have blown. And luckily, it didn't blow while we were coming down that back road. So I told him, I said, all right, well, it's still holding air. Let's just take surface streets to the hotel. We're less than fucking 8 miles away from the hotel. So we start taking back roads, blah, blah, blah. He's fucking, oh, I spy this, I spy that, I spy this. And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to drive. And I'm like, fuck, I haven't been to Vegas in a long time. Wait, what'd you see? And I'm trying to look around. But we finally made it back. We made it to the hotel. I verified that it was just that tire. So then we go inside. And we get checked in and go to the room. I told her, hey, we're here. All right, cool. We'll meet us downstairs and we'll figure out the plan. All right, cool. So we go downstairs and, all right, well, let's go down to fucking Fremont Street.
Yeah.
Just the first night. Let's go check it out. You know what I mean? Old school downtown Vegas, right? All right, cool. So we walked. No, we drove, right? Yeah, we drove.
Drove, parked, and then walked.
We parked at the underground parking at Denny's. Yeah. So then we go upstairs, and as soon as we come out, what do we see? White Castle.
On Fremont Street?
On Fremont Street.
Oh.
And it's right, there's the Denny's, and right across the street from the Denny's is the White Castle. And then they were like, well, do you want to eat here or do you want to eat at Dick's Last Resort?
Because everybody else had eaten.
Right. By the time we got there, they had already grubbed and shit. And I was like, well, fuck, we're here. And Tony always talks about it. Let's go have fucking White Castle. And it was shit.
No way.
It was bad.
It was bad, bro.
What made it bad?
Just, it didn't taste like, I was like, really? This is what he fucking, really? What he talks about? Yeah, bro.
That in the environment, that White Castle was nasty as fuck.
But it may have been just because they were hustling, like they were flying through shit, bro. Like it was packed. And the taste wasn't, I was like, yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah, that's what I was like, fuck it, whatever.
And I got mine with cheese.
And I did not. But still, it wasn't like, it's okay, but nothing special, right? So we leave, and we hit the first drink station that we walk out, and they have like chillers used to, all the slushy drinks, right? So, and it's a D's something, I don't know.
The D-bar, right?
The D-bar, yeah. So we went, and he got a Long Island iced tea in the slushy in the tall cup.
That shit was good.
And so when I went up there, I said, let me get 2 of the Long Island iced teas in the big cup. She says, you want an extra shot? Yeah, I'll put an extra shot. So we got an extra shot in both. $20 each cup. I was like, God damn.
They're big cups, though.
Yeah. So we started slurping it down, dude. And it was going down good, right? So we're walking around, and we kept passing girls, because out there, they have the little circles on the floor where they have like street vendors or whatever, right? So like the guys that are making flowers with like palm fronds and shit, and selling roses and shit like that.
Weaving stuff.
Okay, didn't experience that, so
No?
that's new to me.
Okay, so they have people sitting down in these little circles, and they had like 3 bands playing in different parts
No,
of the
that's
street.
cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
So we're walking,
Well,
and,
one of them was cool.
and there's girls like every 20 feet maybe.
Yeah.
And we can, hey, go. They'll take pictures with you, whatever. You know what I mean? They're scantily clad, so they're dressed barely, right? And so finally, I guess he got tired of us saying shit because he found these girls that were dressed like that, and he said, "Fine, I'll go." Handed me his drink and walked right on over.
Just as a
Wow.
please shut the fuck up about it kind
Look
of
at
thing.
that smile.
What So then, these girls, when we get there, she's like, "Oh well, this is what we're gonna do." She says, "We're gonna have you take a couple pictures in different
I
positions."
can't hear this.
She said, "We're gonna do a couple of pictures in different positions, and then we're gonna whip him. Is that okay?" And I was like, "Absolutely."
They
It's
didn't
his
ask me if that was okay. Just him, the one that was taking the
I
picture.
said, "Absolutely. It's his 21st birthday. Have at it." So they go and they take him and they take pictures with him standing up, and then they take pictures with him with his face between their ass cheeks, right? And he reaches around
like that.
and he reaches around and has them. They have him put his hands on each ass cheek of one of the girls, right?
Right.
And that's the big smiley picture. And then after that, they tell him, "Okay, well, go ahead and get on all fours."
Dude, the second day I was like, fuck. I'm done for. I hate the
And
game.
here's the audio. You can hear it.
Yeah, that shit hurt.
And they're whipping
I was
him. And
not a fan.
it was the fourth and fifth whip that did it for him. Well, you
No,
could see
it was the fucking second and third.
You could see the pain on his face, but you could see him wincing, but he didn't want to give it up like it hurt. You know what I mean?
So did it hurt?
Yes.
But in a good way?
No. I realized in that moment.
Come on, man.
I realized in that moment that I will wince every time I see a
Yeah,
woman in
you
black
know
leather.
what?
Can you let me talk?
Jesus.
Yeah.
You're all about. Every time I see a woman in black leather, I will fucking wince.
What were you going
That
to
shit
say?
was not fun.
I was going to say, you probably...
The first two were, but
because of... It was more of a...
Shock?
No, more of a let's take pictures type deal. That's probably why it hurt. Because you weren't in the throes of passion. You know what I'm saying? It's a different,
I doubt
You
even
weren't
being
in
that.
somebody's pleasure basement
Yeah, exactly.
Nor will I ever be.
expecting it, yeah.
At least not of my own volition.
So then we were walking around and still drinking and whatnot. And I don't know if you're going to know who this is, Tony, but look who I ran into on Fremont Street.
Oh, yeah.
You know who that is?
No.
That's Pink Pimpin'.
It looks like her, kind of. If her teeth were a little bit more straight,
Yeah, I don't know if it was. I don't think it was
it
her.
looked like her.
I saw her and I was like, "Oh shit, look, it's Pink." My sister was like, "Yeah, it is." So I was like, "Hey," I walked over to her and she was there with her man and shit. And I walked over and said, "Hey, I know you're not her." I said, "But you look like a lot like her. Can I get a picture with you?" I don't know if she understood English because she was like looking at everybody else. Okay, so I fucking took a picture with her. When I was walking away, her old man was like, "What the fuck was that?" I was like, "Woo, I got to walk away." But dude, we stayed out there till like 3 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Wow.
Like at the end of Fremont Street, there was a rock band, like a rock cover band. And they were playing all kinds of good shit, and we were just people watching, just having a good time. And then we were walking back, and we saw another girl that was there, and all she had on was a habit and like a little,
The nun outfit.
a little nun outfit, little nun bikini on.
What's a habit?
Fucking gross.
The head
Oh.
shit that the nuns wear. It's called a habit.
It is?
So she had that on, and then just a bikini. I say, "You want to go?" I said, "Go take that one for your nana, and send that to. We'll send that video to your nana. Tell her that you're getting closer
You get
to
a
the
picture with
Lord."
that one too?
No.
Nah, he didn't want to do it.
She wasn't even good looking.
His butt cheeks were still in pain. He's like, "Nope, not me."
Dude, I sat in the car fucking at 3 in the morning. How many hours later?
Yeah, several.
And that
hours
shit
ago.
was still tender.
Did you check your ass in the mirror?
No, I was afraid to.
Yeah. So we went back at 3 a.m. and we got back to the hotel, and we're trying to calm down and relax a little bit, and I finally fell asleep right around 4:00. Well, he had to be downstairs at 9:00 because a Humvee was coming to pick him and my brother up. So Sebastian went to go to Battlefield Vegas, is what it's called. And what they do, they have these.
The first one was the outdoor range.
So they have these different packages that you can buy. And it's basically like a gun range. So you can buy packages that are at the gun range. And then they have an outdoor gun range that's about an hour away from Vegas. So what they do is they'll pick you up from your hotel, drive you out to the gun range, and tell them what you got to do.
So it's like the last half hour of this ride is just fucking desert, right? You're driving through mountains, and then the last 10 minutes is fucking a dirt road just out into the middle of nowhere. And then you turn, and you see it looks like, in the movies when you are driving up to an Afghan base, an Afghanistani military base. That's what it looks like. It's got the walls that are not super
fortified.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's tarps everywhere and shit. We drove up and I was like, dude, this looks legit. So you drive and then you see 3 APCs, which are little armored vehicles. And then you see a set of stairs that goes up to a dirt hill, a dirt mound. So the guy said, okay, go ahead and walk up the stairs. You'll meet whoever you're going to be shooting with today. Walk up and there's, the little, I don't even know what to call it, the shooting box, I guess.
The stand?
Where they've got everything set up for you, and then there's targets out back that way. And then up to the left of that, there's another mound that's got shipping containers set up as a wall, kind of. And I saw a helicopter. So oh, cool. I wonder what that's doing there. It wasn't for us. But, the guy kind of gives us the rundown of kind of what we were going to do today, because my uncle told them that it was a surprise for me that I didn't know what we were doing. So they set us up. Okay, so the people in the helicopter are going to take their ride around the mountain once, and then we can go ahead and start. So I got to shoot Glock 17, an MP5, an H&K MP5, and then an M16.
And then you got to shoot the sniper rifle, right?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Those are the first 3. Those are the small arms kind of shit, right? So he's telling us, he's like, okay, so our range is about 45 yards. If you hit anything with the Glock, you're a pretty good shot. You're doing pretty good. So he calls me up and kind of sets me up, and he says, okay, go ahead. First shot, I fucking hit it.
Wow.
The second shot, I didn't. The third shot, I don't think I did. 4th, 5th, and 6th, I think I got. And then the last 4, I think I missed. Maybe 1 I hit. So you only got 10 in that one. That was just to get kind of the blood flowing, as that dude said. And then he sets you up with the MP5, which is the little SMG. And then he goes, okay, so this is the fun switch. This has semi-automatic and full auto. So we'll start you on semi just to get a hang of the recoil, and then you can flick it to fun time. So I'm sitting there and plinking about 5 rounds with the MP5, and then I just let loose with the last part of the mag. And I'm hitting a pretty good amount of what I'm aiming at. Not that was what I was there for, but that makes it more fun. And then he gives you the second mag for the MP5, and that one I just full out of the whole thing. And then the M16, which is the AR kind of platform, right? He kind of said, okay, this is the boomstick. So he set you up with it, and he said, okay, again, we'll put you on semi just to get feel for the recoil, and then we'll put you on full auto. Or you can put yourself on full auto, whatever. So I'm doing about 5 or 10 single shot, and just let the rest just lay into it. That was really fun. And then the other guy that was there pulls out this Pelican case, which is a gun case, and he opens it up, and he's starting to set something up on the table to our right. I'm still watching Ben shoot because I'm just enthralled that I get to shoot something that's fully automatic. So I look over to the right, and the dude's setting up a Barrett 50 cal, which is a 50 caliber sniper,
you should have brought the bullets
long
so that you
range.
could have seen.
I have them.
They're probably about as long as that. post. It's right there. The bullet.
3 inches, 4 inches.
Yeah.
If not longer, yeah. So that's a big motherfucker. And they're talking about, okay, so I know you can't see it, but up on that mountain is what you're shooting at. So you look through the scope and there's a fucking car out there that we can't even see from where we're at, like through the naked eye. And then there's another red plate to the left that you can shoot at too that they talk about. So they set you up behind it. And I thought I was going to get like 2, maybe 3 rounds just because of what we paid for. You get a full 5-round mag and it's semi-automatic. So he sets me up and it's like, okay, so you can shoot at either one. So I'm setting up, kind of gauging where I should go, and I shoot at the car. And I hear the dude behind me, right fucking through it. I was like, nice. And I shot it, and I, like, the first fucking thing that I said was, holy fucking shit. And everybody starts laughing. Like, yeah, that's warranted. So then I put 2 by the plate, 1 above and 1 below, and the last 2 hit. And then they set us up on the...
So what's cool is he's got a spotter with him. So the spotter's there, and when he shoots, all right, you're low and to the left, or you're high and right. So then you adjust your shot from where you were pointing at, and that way you can hit what you're shooting
When you say adjust your shot, I mean...
where you're pointing at.
So the way they tell you to lay down is you've got this board. It looks like a fucking cornhole board. You know what that is, right?
Yep.
So they set you up on this cornhole board, and it's got like a wood plank that'll stop the recoil from the rifle, just so that you can bear the brunt of it or whatever. And then at the back of the stock, there's this post that either raises or drops the stock, so it either brings the barrel up or down. And then left or right is just you swiveling. So if he tells you up, or like you shot above, you got to lower the stock or raise the stock so that it lowers the barrel. So that's adjusting your shot. Is if he tells you above, you lower it or whatever, so that you can adjust for where you're missing. So that was fun. That was a real experience. And then what's cool too is that when you're shooting it, you don't feel anything. That's how that rifle was designed. You don't feel any of the percussion from the muzzle, like the gas. But I sat off to the side while my uncle shot it, and dude, you feel it right in here.
Have you ever seen like where they show like videos of like a bomb going off, and you see like this clear circle that precedes the plume? Right. Basically, that's that blast area, right? So that's kind of what he's talking about. Is like when you shoot, when you're there at the gun, you don't feel it, but the people around you do.
Fucking crazy. I sat down and he was like, "Get ready." So my uncle fucking puts off the first one. I was like, "Holy shit!" You fucking feel. It's a weird experience.
It's like getting
cool.
pushed.
Kind of.
Like a shove, more like a shove.
Yeah.
It was worse inside.
Yeah.
Much worse inside because we were shooting outside, so there's much less for it to bounce off of.
Yeah, more room for it to dissipate.
Yeah. So we finished that, and it's cool to see the dude break down the rifle because it's like 3 steps. It's like 3 fucking pins. You pull them out, and that's all that's keeping this giant explosion from dispersing everywhere. So, okay, so you're going to climb up into this thing and shoot at that mountain again. So I got to shoot a Browning 50 caliber machine gun. That was cool.
From what?
From the tank.
Okay. Well, you didn't say it was. You just said climb up in here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So from the tank, you climb up into the tank and you get into the turret spot, and he tells you, okay, so I'm gonna let you rack it. So you got to grab it you got to grab the charging handle from under and fucking pull. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, but still. So you fucking, okay, rack it and go. So I'm fucking sitting there bursting it, and then the guy off to the side, just go. But they tell you that you're not supposed to shoot like above the fucking mountain because you don't know what's behind it. So I'm being careful. So I'm being careful of like not going too high. And
you actually see the bullet itself traveling?
No, there's no tracers in it, but you can fucking see them hitting it. It's cool to
You just see the little plumes.
see it hit the mountain.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
So then you got to drive it, right?
Yeah. So it was cool to watch them break down the machine gun too, because they take out the barrel and then they take the receiver part off. It's pretty cool.
So did Ben got to shoot it too then, right?
Yeah.
So then after, Ben's my brother, by the way. So Ben got to drive the tank up the hill.
Yeah, he got to drive it first because that was uphill. They wanted me to do it downhill because it was faster.
Right on.
So it was cool to do that too because you're just standing in the back. There's no fucking seat belts. There's no seats. There's no windows. I'm standing in the back of a tank looking out at the fucking world. And that was a pretty cool experience.
So start there and then swipe that way. So the next part is what I had been telling him about, that, you're going to love.
I didn't get to talk about driving the tank.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So the way that they do it is they bring you outside of the range and then they turn you right and then they stop so that the first person to drive gets in the seat. They explain it to you and then you drive. And then there's a turnaround spot where the next person starts. So I turn around and he's telling me kind of how to do it. And I've got one of my headphones on so that I can hear him. Well, I start the thing, and the way that you drive it is there's 2 sticks, and that's kind of your brake. So if you pull all the way back, that's braking. If you leave it all the way forward, that's, vroom vroom time. But there's also a gas pedal. So he tells me this, and I've got this fucking thing on. Like, I've got the one headphone off, and the tank is started, and I'm kind of moving, so I can't take my hand off the other stick to move my fucking headphone back on. So he fucking reaches and smacks it back onto my ear. So I got to drive downhill. It was really fun, and then it was kind of easy, but like the sticks to turn, you got to pull hard.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't believe him. But I went to go turn and I wasn't turning harder, so I had to fucking yank harder.
Wasn't there a video game that had 2 of those joysticks, if you will?
Yeah, like at an actual arcade, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
I forgot what that was called. It's probably what you were going through.
Yeah, it was pretty cool though.
So, like, for example, making a turn, does one side go up and the other pole?
Well, no, you leave. So, like, say you want to turn right, you're gonna pull on the right because that's stopping the right track and pushing the left one. So you're gonna make that turn, but you have to give it gas for it to turn, or you're just gonna spin. So it was kind of cool to learn how to do that. And then coming back to the base, he stopped me because we can't drive into the base. It's got to be him. But there's this little spot off to the right that you can see where the tracks go off the road. And so he pulls off of me and Ben in the back, and this dude starts fucking donuts in this tank.
That's cool.
And we're sitting in the back like, holy fuck, hold on. And then you go back in, and then the next part happens, which is what he was super excited to not tell me about.
So if you push play on that, you'll see what he gets to do. Which for me was
Wait, should I explain it before or no, I'll let you play it and then I'll explain it. We're going to let Tony watch this real quick.
Yeah.
So if you can't tell what that noise is, that's a whole lot of fire. I got to shoot a flamethrower.
How cool was that?
Was it? I mean, hot? Was it?
It wasn't for me because they have you in like a flight suit and then a welder's jacket and then the face shield.
Damn.
It kind of got hot under the face shield, but it wasn't really that bad for me. But when my uncle got to do it, I was standing where he was at, that same angle that the video's taken from. Dude, it got fucking hot the second the fire left the nozzle. It was insane. That I like, because I remember, because I didn't feel shit, right? Because I'm in all of this garb.
Right.
And then I'm off to the side in my pants and a t-shirt, and I'm like, holy fuck.
Like you could feel
it's just hot. It's just hot, and it's cool to see those fucking things on fire, the targets.
That's crazy.
That was cool.
So after that adventure, they take them back to the shooting range in town. So when they left, they were like, hey, we'll be back at the shooting range at this time. We'll be there within the hour. All right, cool. So we finished. So in the meantime, me and my cousin and the girls went to breakfast. So, we thought, well, let's go find a place, right? So we said, there was a place called what? Egg Sluts or Slutty Egg or something like that. I was like, well, you're in fucking Vegas. You're going to go eat at the Slutty Egg. Like, that only makes sense, right?
It's Egg Slut.
Egg Slut?
Yeah.
So we go, and the fucking line was obnoxiously long. So we were like, fuck that. There's another place called the Wicked Spoon down the way. So we go down and we get in line, and it's like a fucking Disneyland line. Like, you start and it whips back and forth in an S shape, right? And then once you get to the front, you either go left and continue waiting in line and wait for a table, or so like it was $45 for by the time we got to the front, because breakfast is $25, but by the time we got to the front it was lunch, so it's $45. Right? And then you could pay an extra $25 to VIP and skip the rest of the line. And we were all like, fuck that, I'm hungry, let's skip the line. So everybody paid an extra $25. Bro, we paid like $83 for fucking breakfast.
Just the two of you?
No, he wasn't there. He was at the shooting range. I paid $83 just for myself. I had to say, like, I had to really check myself after that. I was like, really, like, okay, dude, I get it. Like, you're not at home. You're having a good, just slow your roll, son. So we go in, and it was an okay buffet. It wasn't like, man, we need to go back to that place tomorrow morning. Like, nah, hell nah. So then...
We'll go eat at the shit hotel restaurant.
Yeah, we're going to eat $5 breakfast at Denny's or whatever.
At IHAP.
Yeah, at IHAP. So we ended up leaving. They had great fucking breakfast or like pastries there, though. Like, their dessert was off the chain. But anyways, so we leave and we go to the Battlefield Vegas, which is, if you're interested in going, it's a great time. 2771 South Sammy Davis Jr. Drive. You can call ahead of time, 702-566-1000. And if you go, ask for Doug. Doug was the guy that helped us at the actual range. He was the one that was handing us the guns and telling us how they work or whatnot. And he was a great tour guide, for lack of better terms, right? And so we meet back there. I got myself the, what was it? The
Modern War package, right?
I got
the Modern War Gamer.
So I got myself that.
I got that.
I bought him that one.
And then I bought myself the D-Day package.
Which is like old school.
It was World War II guns.
Right. So my brother bought himself another package while he was there, and my cousin bought himself a package while we were there, and we all went into the shooting range to go shoot, right? And there was a couple of guns that, I mean, they were really cool. Like, you hold it and they tell you, say, listen, this gun, you're gonna have to lean in when you shoot it, and it travels. The front end of that gun is gonna lift up. All right, so you start shooting, and all of a sudden you're aiming at the fucking ceiling. You're like, oh shit! Like, it catches you off guard because it's auto and it goes so fast. Next thing you know, you're putting fucking holes in the ceiling. And so we shot that shit. And in the meantime, while we're doing that, they set my brother up with the 50 cal. He wanted to shoot one, but he wanted to do it inside. So when they take you in, they give you noise canceling headphones. You really can't, like, when you're shooting the gun, you can't really hear it. And he shot that fucking thing, bro. And not only could you hear the boom, but when I say it shoves you, like, you moved.
Yeah.
And not out of surprise by the sound, but by the plume of
force.
air that motherfucker lets out, bro, pushes you. Like, it was a trip.
And it being outside is a lot better than it being inside.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, inside, unless it's the size of a football field.
No, it was not.
It was probably about
50 yards.
Yeah. Not even that, dude. No, 50 yards that way.
Yeah.
But the room was probably twice the size of this if we went left to right. So it's probably maybe 20 feet deep. And they had like 6 or 7 stalls. And in the middle one, they have the minigun set up. You know what a minigun is? We told you, right?
I believe so.
It's like a Gatling gun.
It's got the 8 barrels that spins.
Is that just a regular gun?
No.
It's like
with
it was like the one Arnold Schwarzenegger had in Predator. When he finished shooting it, when there was no more bullets.
I don't remember.
No.
Wow.
My brother got to shoot one of those. He paid to shoot one of those. Yeah, 100 rounds, bro. And he said,
in 3 seconds.
Yeah, he said, all right, you're loaded up 100 rounds. Just push the button. All right, you're done.
Yeah.
Like that fast, bro. Like that shit was gone.
But that shit is loud too.
Oh, but it was so like, it is so intense. Like I have an AR, right? And the AR is, you can shoot it as fast as you can pull the trigger, right? And I always thought, oh, that's pretty fucking fast, dude. Like, it's good. Bro, I shot a fucking fully automatic. I was like, no fucking way, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's no controlling it. Like, you can't.
That's bullshit. Because I controlled all the ones that I shot pretty well.
Well,
and we shot the same things.
Well, except for the one that goes up like that little gun that, what was that one? We had
the Thompson.
Is that what it was?
Even then, that was pretty. Oh, the AK was bad.
Yeah.
The AKs are always bad.
Oh my God, that shit was awful.
That one just hurt to shoot because it was shorter too.
Yeah.
But the Thompson was bad because that one, he said, pulls up and to the right. And that shit for sure pulled up and to the right. But even then, just learning how to manage where it goes, it's not that hard.
And then I shot a Scar 16.
Yep. I like that.
That fucking gun is dope.
So are the guns that they have,
Yeah.
some of them, or if not all of them, are still in production? You can
Yeah, you can still buy them.
buy them.
But you can't buy them in California because they're all cool guns. You can't buy
Because they're all worth the shit.
Yeah, you can't buy any cool guns in California. Like all the ones we like out there, they were like, all right, so you can put it in California mode or you can put it in Vegas mode.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's either one shot at a time or let the motherfucker go.
Right.
So, you'd shoot like you said, you shoot a couple rounds just to kind of get a feel for it. Then you flip the switch and let the bitch roll and and you fucking instantly feel like fucking Rambo, bro. There's no way that you can't go and put a gun like that in your hand and just let it go and be done and be like, yeah, I'm a bad motherfucker right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just shot that shit like nothing.
Yeah.
But we all he did really good, dude. Like the all of his shots for the most part were pretty center mass. Like they have this big pink center, right? And it was pretty damn. And I don't know if I can say it. Like my cousin he was an ex-Army Ranger, and his group, like in all of them in the pink, I think there was like 2 shots outside of the pink.
Damn.
Like he's fucking. I was like, oh yeah.
Like I'm good, but that dude's better.
Because the dude Doug, he's like, oh, you shoot a lot, huh? And he was kind of like, yeah, well, kind of, yeah. And he just and right on center, dude. Like at the end, like you've seen like the movies where somebody's shooting at it and all of a sudden they shoot out all the center. Like he was 2 bullets away from shooting out almost that whole fucking center, bro. Like he was a really good shot. I was impressed.
The flamethrower.
Yes.
Were you actually torching something?
Yeah.
Or you just throwing it?
No, it's funny because we drove up and that's the first thing you see is that black spot of just sand.
Right.
Because it's all just burnt to shit.
Did you know at that point that that's what I was talking about?
No.
No?
I didn't know. I didn't know that that's what was going to happen. So they have 2 metal targets that are set up. And they're just blackened to fuck. There's nothing left.
Like, do they wrap them with anything, or is it just metal targets?
It's just metal.
Wow.
But what's cool is that even after you're done spitting flames, they're still on fire.
Wow. Does the metal get pink, like hot?
That I couldn't tell.
No.
But
too much gear on?
well, that and I'm fucking adrenaline rushed.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Not really paying attention, just turned back and holy shit.
Did we pass? Just lost it. My bad.
It's okay. So I mean, just a great time, bro. And they're all the guys that were there were real, like, I mean, real professional, dude. The guys were real, and what's funny though is like we have guns, right? So, but when when we're cleaning them and we're done with them, cleaning it, put it away. It's nice in its
real
box.
Careful,
and
it's real.
These motherfuckers are just tossing fucking all these expensive, like, because as soon as we left, I was like, "Fuck, what kind of gun was that?" And he said, "Oh, Scar 16." I looked at that shit was like $3,500.
Yeah,
the California price. And I was like, oh, yeah, so I'm not going to get one of those anytime soon. But that fucking gun was dope. But they were just, and it's got, like, so on the top of them they have, and you see it all the time on like, war movies and shit, where they have the optic on top, where it's not a scope, but it has a red dot, or they call it a quick find.
Okay.
So that when you pick it up, you just look at the little red dot, and that should put you on center. Wherever you shoot, that's what you're going to hit. And they had those on there, but the reticles didn't change. They would move them, and they would throw it down, and that shit was on. Wherever you aimed, and that dot was, that's what you were fucking hitting. I was like,
Crazy.
God damn, that's dope.
How long were you there for?
We were at that one for hour and a half,
Yeah, at least.
hour
You
45.
did all that stuff in an hour and a half?
Bro.
No, just the indoor.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just the indoor. We were out there from 9 till about 12 o'clock. Got back there at about 1. No, we had to have been there for around 12:30 because we got to the indoor range at 1:30.
Yeah, we met you guys there.
Yeah.
do they have you wearing any type of protection, any vests?
No.
Not at the shooting range, just glasses and ear covers.
protection.
But you don't really need it. You know what I mean? Because of
You're not shooting at each other.
right. And what's cool is like my AR-15. That's a right-hander's gun, and I shoot a rifle. I shoot left-handed, so it goes on this shoulder. Where most people, if you're right-handed, it'll go on this shoulder. But I can't close my left eye. I can only close my right eye to shoot. Make sense? So I have to shoot left-handed.
It makes sense that that's what happens, but
The reason why is when I was 5, I broke my right wrist, and my uncle, my Tio Phi, brought me a BB gun, and I couldn't hold it with my right. Besides, my dad was left-handed, so he taught me how to shoot left-handed. So I learned how to close that eye and shoot. Now I'm it's just muscle memory. I can't close the other one. I'm like the fucking blind guy on The Walking Dead, leaning all the way over the fucking gun, trying to get my eye down that rail. But yeah, it was a really, really, really good time. I want to thank everybody again from there. So then, after that, we went home that day.
So,
We went
hold
back.
on.
Yeah.
How did you get there?
Me and my cousin went in his truck there.
Okay.
So then when we left, they could have gotten a Humvee ride back to the hotel, but they just rode back with us to the hotel. And did we do anything that night? We did, huh?
Well, I would hope so.
Did we?
That wasn't the night we went to. That was Friday. Friday we didn't go to Morton's, right? Did we go Saturday?
Yeah, we went Saturday. Right?
Okay, so Thursday was when we went and you rode the Ferris wheel.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Friday.
Yeah.
So Friday, we went to, is it the Lynx? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the link, or the flying link, I think is what it's
Yeah.
called.
So they have a little row kind of like Fremont Street there where they have the big Ferris wheel.
Okay. I haven't seen it, but
So that fucking Ferris wheel is huge, by the way. And luckily my cousin won't get on it. She didn't want to get on. I was like, cool, I'll just wait down here with you. That's cool. I don't want you to stay down here by yourself. I said, it's cool. I'm going to stay with her.
But I hate heights, and I went.
Yeah.
So.
Proud of him for going and doing that. So they go do that. We're walking around some shops, bought Milo some socks, and we went to this place to go have dinner, and it's called Virgil's Real Barbecue. And it's at the Lynx. It's at 3545 Las Vegas Boulevard. Food was phenomenal, dude. So good. Like, they had chili, and it had brisket and ribs in it. It was so bomb, dude. So good. You got to try it. Next time you guys go.
chili, like Mexican chili?
No, not chile. Like white people
Bean chili, yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh,
beans.
and meat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it had beans in it, though.
I didn't try it. I don't like
It was,
chili.
it was
We
bomb,
had
dude.
we got hush puppies that had maple butter. That shit was good. Trash ribs.
I'm still. You had ribs that came out of a pot of meat.
No. The chili had pieces of that in it.
Pieces of
rib
ribs.
and brisket in it.
Okay.
That was the meat that they used. But you could also order ribs, like a rack or whatever on the side, or for your dinner. But that's the meat that they put inside the chili. Probably the shit that they didn't sell the day before is probably what they used. Like, right? Isn't that what chili is? Like, sometimes you make it with leftover shit. So, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, and then they sold with brisket, and he had a sandwich, and everything
that
there
was
was
really
fucking good too, man. And like, Vegas didn't skip a beat for
Nachos,
us.
they had nachos.
Oh yeah,
That was really good.
brisket nachos, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't try them though. No queso for Mingo all
That's
weekend.
true, yeah.
I tried to fight it as best I could. And then the next day,
So now we're on Saturday.
now we're on Saturday. So
Friday night, you just went to dinner. That's it.
yeah, and then he got on the
Ferris
but
wheel.
everybody was like, I mean, we were up till 4:00 the night before. We got up at the ass crack of dawn. Well, I mean, 9:00 in the morning, 8:00 in the morning for them to go to the, what do you call it?
Everybody's older than I am.
Yeah, and we were, and when we went to go have breakfast, it wasn't like, park the car and the restaurant's right there. It was like, no, you had to fucking walk through the links, upstairs, up and around, past the slutty egg, and then all the way to the back, and then you had to walk all the way around it. Like, it was like fucking Disneyland. So by the time, like I told you, every day, bro, every day, I came back, I looked, every day was almost 10,000 steps.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, holy shit, dude. Like, I don't walk like that. I mean, I came home on, I got home Sunday. On Monday, I looked at before you got here, I looked at I have 72 steps today. That's more like it.
72.
The fucking face drop.
Like, from my room to the
Hey,
kitchen.
wait. And that's more like it. Come on.
Nah, it was
man.
only because I didn't have my phone with me. I didn't get all my steps. So then, so that night we called it early. What did we do the next day? I think the guys rested, right? Like, we went and got the tire on
Yeah.
Saturday. The girls went out and got their massages and all that shit. And then once everybody got back and everybody, okay, well, let's get showered up. Let's go to dinner. So that's when we went to... Holy shit.
Hold on.
What's up?
So you went from Saturday morning to dinner.
Right.
So you guys didn't do nothing on Saturday?
No, we got up. Me and him went and we had breakfast all together. And then after breakfast, the girls went to go do their spa day. My cousin and my brother were like, hey, I'm going back to the room and relax. The girls can go have their day. Like, I'm fucking beat.
And then we
Cool.
had to go get his tire.
I'm like, cool, well, we're going to go get the tire, and then we'll come back, and then we'll figure out what we're doing. So we got back, and I hadn't heard nothing from nobody. I'm like, cool, we're not going to fucking wake nobody up. Let's just relax a little bit, you know what I mean? So we relaxed, and then, hey, well, let's go. My cousin's girlfriend, hey, I made reservations for us at Morton's. I hope that's okay with everybody, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
Fuck, the reservations are made. You can't
Yeah, I'm like-
if it's okay now.
well, in my head, I was like, Morton's, wait, isn't that the place that Rob makes fun of Tony for going to? And I was like, oh, yeah. No, he clowns you about going to LG's, right?
Yeah.
Steakhouse or something like that. So, but I knew it was kind of steakhouse-esque,
Same, yeah,
right?
yeah.
In that same realm. So I'm like, fuck, man. So we go across, because it's right across the street. So we cross the street, and there's these two beautiful glass doors. And somebody walks up to it, and they say,
Forgot about this.
they walked up to us, yeah, no, it's not open. That's not a door. All right. Well, we're at the back of the pack, and we're like, fuck, whatever, you know what I mean? Because our legs hurt, so we're not at the front of the pack. We're like, hey, fuck, we're going to walk back here. Let us know when you get there, you know what I mean? And so they're like, well, maybe it's on the other side. So, no, all of our fat asses walk around the back of the building. There's no door. So we're like, oh, well, maybe that was the entrance. So we go back, and finally somebody goes up and pulls on it. Yeah, it was the fucking entrance.
The whole time.
So we walk inside, and yeah, you know what? We had a reservation for 8. We're a little bit early. Jemima's sitting us down. She told them her name and whatnot, and they're like, okay, cool, yeah, just give us a minute, we'll get it set up. So they go and they set it up, dude. And we sat down, and we looked at the fucking menu. And on the top of the menu, it says Sebastian's 21st birthday.
It said, happy 21st birthday, Sebastian.
I was like, now that's fucking
nice.
legit.
Yeah.
Who did that for you?
My cousin's girlfriend.
Yeah, she told him that it was his birthday.
Oh, so Morton's are the ones that did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had it all set up.
That's a trip, man. That's so cool.
So
I have 3 of those menus.
So my sister's she's gonna put him in one of those box frames. She's gonna have it framed for him. That way he can remember that 21st birthday in Vegas. So we ordered, and I've never been to a steak place where.
Let's rewind real fast.
Okay,
Did you not know you were going to Morton's?
I did not. We hadn't planned it. That wasn't something that was pre-talked about or anything. They were just like, hey, we made reservations at Morton's. I hope everybody's okay with that, blah, blah, blah.
But I had started out saying that I wanted at least one good steak dinner that weekend. So. What?
I'm just kidding.
Because
I offered to help.
To spring Morton's on people like that is wow.
Yeah. But everybody was good with it. Nobody batted an eye or anything like that. Like they kind of knew what was going on.
Well,
you batted
eyes were batted.
Yeah.
But in a different way.
Yeah. I mean, it was what it was, bro. Like, it was a good time.
Oh, yeah.
And as soon as I saw that fucking menu, I was like, how could I deny the kid that? Like, fuck, you know what I mean? Turned 21 once.
That was pretty cool.
And we're doing it. Fuck it. Let's have at it. So I've never been to a fancy steakhouse place. I didn't know that you, like, everywhere I go is like, oh, you get steak, potato, and you can order some broccoli, right? Like, that's most places you go to.
He was confused when it doesn't say at the top of the steak portion, all steak entrees come with this on the
Yeah,
side.
like that was, I got to order the potatoes separate. So we ordered, what did we get first? You got
the KC bone-in.
Well, wait, we got crab cakes.
Yeah, we got crab cakes. There was shrimp. And then, what other entrees? Or appetizers?
What else was there?
I think that was it for us two. Or we had gotten the crab cakes.
That wasn't for the table?
Well, yeah, we shared.
didn't-
We shared. I mean,
Cut it up into like 8 pieces and shared with everybody.
Yeah. About like, because it comes with 2 crab cakes, and that was like $1,900.
Yeah.
So I split one with him, and then my sister and my cousin split the other one, and then there was other stuff brought, and then they brought bread and stuff, and
that bread was good too.
We had a few different. I had a lemon drop. I had
an old fashioned.
Nice.
And I switched to Bacardi and Coke after that. I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to go ahead and stick with the tried and true.
I liked it. It was good.
So I was looking at the menu, and I'm like, fuck, you know what? I'm here. Just going to do it. And I got the...
most expensive meat option on the menu.
Absolutely. I got the dry-aged Kansas City bone-in steak with bone marrow butter. Oh my God, bro.
Bone marrow butter?
Mm-hmm.
Have you not had bone marrow butter?
No, I've never had
Holy shit.
Wow, bro.
Go to a Morton's.
So fucking fabulous, dude. Like, it was a 24-ounce steak. It was costly, but it was a 24-ounce steak. And I ate every bit of that motherfucker.
Damn.
Like, I was like, but I only had like half a potato. So I didn't get the full baked potato. We split it.
It wasn't a half a baked potato.
Well,
it was a half a baked potato.
That's a big potato.
Yeah.
Don't start your shit with me. No, I'm just kidding. But dude, it was so, like, we couldn't stop talking about it. My brother got the same one.
Which one of you asked for A1 steak sauce?
No.
How fucking dare you?
Trust me, I know.
Okay, good.
Didn't need it.
Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to use it in places like that.
I was like, oh my God, dude.
And I was the only one who ordered my steak the right way. Medium rare.
Yeah.
I got my medium well. I don't care what y'all say.
Yeah. Medium. I usually get medium well, but when you go to a fancier spot,
Yeah.
They might not do it above medium.
no, they do it right. So the reason why I do medium well is because if you ask for medium, it's
still too red.
Yeah, still too red because you go to those, but fancy steak places get the medium and it's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that shit was delicious, dude.
Yeah.
Like if somebody said, "Hey, let's go this Friday," I'd be like, "Oh yeah, maybe." Yeah, dude, it was fucking fabulous, bro. Like I was like, this was probably the best food decision we've made all week, or for however many days we were there.
So I had gotten a 16-ounce New York strip, which was really good. and then the baked potato, lobster mac and cheese, and then I think there was something else.
Dude, the lobster mac and cheese, I had to have a little bit. I had to try it, dude. That shit was fucking off the chain, dude.
Yeah.
Shit was good. I was like, God, I wish I wasn't lactose intolerant. Because I'd just shovel that shit down. Shit was delicious.
Yeah.
She was really, really good. And then we were done with that, done with all of our courses or whatever. They brought him out in his own lava cake or whatever and ice cream. We got to sing with him. The people next to us were singing to him and stuff. And it was really, really a nice dinner. And just having him put that on the menu was just kind of over the top. You know what I mean? So if you're looking for somewhere to do something like that, if you have something special, do Morton's. I'm telling you, I don't know if they'll do it for you here, but if you go to Vegas, it was the one on 400 East Flamingo Road, the number 702-893-0703. No, I didn't get anything free from any one of these places that I mentioned, but they were just such good service.
We did get $50 free.
Oh, yeah. By the way, we were sitting there. Thank you for reminding me. I can't believe that I spaced it. Sitting there having dinner, and our friend Steve, nephew, Champ, texted me. He said, hey, man, I tried calling and getting you guys, getting Sebastian a drink for his birthday, but they wouldn't take my card over the phone.
Oh, wow.
He said, let me sell you some cash, and you get some drinks with Sebastian. I was like, fuck, dude, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate that. He sent me a gift card on my phone from Morton's to cover a couple of shots for me and Sebastian. Like over the phone, like within 3 minutes, bro.
So you just used, like, they just...
Yeah, I told him, I said, hey, man, I said, my friend just tried to call and pay for some drinks over the phone for his 21st birthday, but they couldn't do it, so he sent me this gift card. He said, yeah, when I bring over the bill, just show me that again. I'll write the numbers down, no problem.
Now that's smooth, too.
I was like, okay, cool. I was like, damn, Steve, that's dope. So,
appreciate you, champ.
Yeah, wow. Steve Tarrant, thank you very much. Appreciate it, man. Good looking out for my boy's birthday. It was really nice of you. Appreciate it. But while we were downtown, I forgot to tell you, at Virgil's, at the barbecue spot, we had done some shopping while we were down there. And I thought of you. There was a spot that we hit, and I found something.
Another White Castle?
No. I found something that just screamed your fucking name at me. And I had to get it for you. Okay? So I'm going to give it to you right now. You going to record his face when I give it to him?
Sure. Hold on, don't do it yet. Okay, go.
Now, you can take this home. You can leave it here or take it to Champ's house. Those are the only 3 places you could take this.
Okay.
Okay? Here.
It's not a gag gift.
No, it's not a gag gift.
Just take it.
Shock me or nothing.
Tell the camera what it says.
Read that shit out loud.
It's a shot glass. It says, I drink like a girl. Try to keep up.
So, I don't know if you've ever had a chance to take a shot with Tony.
It's an experience.
You want to know what would have made this great?
Huh.
If it's a traditional shot glass.
Right.
But had they filled up at least half of it up with glass,
yeah.
so when you fill the shot, it's only half a shot, that would have been perfect.
He's going to go get it done.
Yeah, right? I happen to know a place, Tony. That was fucking...
Thank you.
I saw that and I was like, dude, we have to get it for him. There's no way I'm leaving Vegas without that shit. So we finished up at Morton's. Dude.
How long were you there for?
About 2 hours, 2.5 hours,
Nice,
maybe.
very nice.
Like, we really, enjoyed it.
Soaked it in.
I mean, like, you walk in the place, and it's like, fuck, we shouldn't be here. Like, you know, because we're just a couple of dirt rats from the desert. Like, that's just kind of how you feel walking into somewhere like that. Not that we don't deserve it or anything, but that's just the feeling you get, right? So, we walk in, and we sat down, and we're looking around, and we're like, yeah, fuck it, everybody else looks the same. We're good, right? And it was just such an enjoyable time, and being treated the right way, and them going above and beyond. It was just like, fuck, dude, like this is how it should be. This is what life should be like.
Yeah. bougie.
Yeah, the gifts
There you go.
the gifts for the work that you do.
I don't
right?
get to do
There
it
you
often,
go.
you fucker.
Bougie ass motherfucker right there.
I thought it was going to be because I ordered an old fashioned. I thought that's what was going to set it off.
No,
Oh, but he was drinking the old fashioned with his pinky up. You know? Don't let that ship
the
escape
queen.
you, right? But yeah, it was really cool. I hadn't seen this kid smile that much in forever.
They were able to sit you all at the same table?
Yeah. And they said, they kind of set us in the back. They're like, put the essays in the back by the kitchen. No, they set us up real nice. It was because we could look out and see the whole dining room and stuff. Like it was just a really nice.
Yeah, it felt like it was the head of the restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah, it felt like the party was there for us. You know what I mean? That's kind of weird, but you know what I mean? So then we leave and we go outside and we say goodbye to the girls. And we take Sebastian on to an adventure of a lifetime.
Here we go. Now
he gives a shit.
Now this is where it gets good.
Now, I'm not a big fucking gentleman's club kind of guy.
Okay, hold on. I thought you weren't going to go.
I wasn't.
Okay.
But the girls wanted to go to a male review, and I wasn't going to go to the male review. And I said, well, that's cool. You guys go all stay at the hotel. Then, nah, just fucking come with us. It's cool.
Also, I wasn't going to feel comfortable with him not there. As much as I talk shit, I know. As much as I talk shit, I thought about it. I was like, man, it's not going to feel right.
Okay.
So it was cool, though. Like, I get to go see. But so we get there, right? And it's called Sapphire, okay? It's at 3025 South Sammy Davis Jr. Drive. It's right next to Battlefield Vegas. As a matter of fact, when we went to the shooting range, we saw the Sapphire building. Oh, like, fuck, that's where we're coming, later this week.
Wait a minute. The shooting range?
Yeah, the shooting range is right next to Sapphire. And I'll tell you why. The shooting range is in an industrial area, and the Sapphire is the size of a fucking warehouse.
It's crazy to look at from the outside.
It is, bro. So here we are. We walk in, and again, I'm not.
Okay, whoa, no, slow down.
He
Okay.
wants
Hold
to savor
All right.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, well, no, we need details.
Okay.
Okay, how'd you get there?
My cousin drove.
Did you valet?
No.
There goes the bougie out the window already.
Oh,
But okay.
That's what we need.
okay.
right. So
Was there a line to get in?
no, we walked right in that motherfucker, and then we go up to the front, and the girl said, "Oh, is this your guys' first time? Yeah. Oh, great, babe. You're gonna enjoy yourself. That's $50 a person. That'll be $200.
How much?
$200 for the four of us to go in." And I was like, "Baby, if I give you $200, I'm not gonna have anything to fucking spend in there." And she kind of laughed at me, kind of like you're laughing at me right now. Like, is he telling the truth, or you know what I mean? So we paid it, or my brother paid for us to go in. So we go in.
Hold on. Does it come with like two drinks
No,
at least? Or nothing?
no, and you get frisked on the way in. Make sure you don't have anything on you.
Right.
So, and I knew when we walked in, and the bouncers were wearing suits, that we were at a high priced, like hoity-toity titty bar. Like it wasn't your normal bar. You know what I mean? So we walk in, we get past the lady, we pay the $200, we come up. There's a concierge there before you actually enter. Hey, gentlemen, how are you? Welcome to, Sapphire Las Vegas. Is this your first time here? Yes, it is. Great. Would you guys like a table? Or do you want to stand at the bar? Like, let's get a fucking table. He said, okay, that's $200 tonight. I said, bar, bro. What are you talking about?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was like, nah, we're going to hang out at the bar, bro. We're good. He said, okay, yeah, just go ahead. So we walk around and we go to the bar. And so we turn around, we each order a drink, right? And everybody turns around except me. I'm looking at the waitress, right? She goes back over, puts the last drink down, and it's loud. Music's loud. $19. I said, oh, $19? That's not bad. She said, no. $90. I was like, $90 for 4 fucking drinks in these little ass glasses? She said, yeah, baby. I was like,
Can't even taste the alcohol.
so I handed her a fucking $100.
It was just Coke.
Keep the 10. We're good. Whatever. I'm getting fucked tonight, one way or the other. It might as well be from you. So I'm sitting there, right? And I hand Sebastian his drink, and he's standing there, and right away, the girls knew, fresh-faced, fucking young kid. They were on him like white on fucking rice.
It looked like a move. It looked like a scene out of Jaws. The second someone drops in the water, they're fucking on you, right?
And this girl, oh my God, dude, there was not like an ugly chick in the place. And this girl comes up, and she was just, because she had heels on, she was a little bit taller than Sebastian, real thin, had a little nice sexy tattoo down her side, and she's sitting there touching, hi baby, how are you? She's touching her titties. Hi baby, how are you? You doing good tonight? Blah, blah, blah. I was trying to talk to me. He said, yeah, I'm good. And she said, oh, do you want to dance? I said, no, not right now. I just got here, blah, blah, blah. Played it real cool. Like, it was good. You know what I mean? Like, not too over, not too, like, he was doing good, right? So I tried to hang back. I didn't want to say too much. I didn't want to, try to push him.
Can I stop real fast?
Yeah.
Any of that because your dad was there?
No.
Okay.
That was all because I had just gotten there. I don't want to blow it all on the first one.
Okay.
Because he had his stack that you guys gave me. We gave him another 20 each, and my cousin gave him 60. So he was walking in there with he had plenty to do whatever he wanted to do that night. So we're standing there, and dude, this girl, absolutely fucking phenomenal, gorgeous, bro. Just like drop dead, like my style, like the kind of girl, like, I don't know, maybe 5'10", maybe with heels on, long blonde hair just to the top of her ass, perfectly tanned, just beautiful girl, bro. But she was like 19, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm just looking at her, and I turn around and I look at my brother. I says, if I was my son right now, you wouldn't see me. I'd be in that fucking VIP room, and I'd blow my whole fucking wad right there. And you could take that however you want. And he's laughing. He said, well, fuck, dude, go. Here's a couple bucks. Get your fucking money away, dude. I'm not going to be the dirty old man that takes these girls into the VIP room. You tripping.
They were plenty older than you.
Dude, there was some fucking old dudes that looked like fucking Bill Gates age that were walking around with these fucking girls going to the VIP rooms or different places to go get lap dances and shit, right? So this other girl comes up, beautiful. Was she Hispanic, or was she, what nationality was she? Because you said you didn't like her accent.
Oh, yeah, she was fucking Russian.
Oh, yeah.
She had to be Eastern European, and I was like, yeah, no, you just kill it.
I was like, I said, you're going to get one. I said, because I started pointing them out. Like, you could see, like, there's Vetlanka, there's, there's fucking Olga, there's, you know what I mean?
Oh.
And they came up, and she was like, hello, my name is, do you want nice booty dance from me? Like, yeah, dude, it was, and we were just sitting there. We're fucking dying laughing. We're hanging back, and so all of us, it just started becoming too much. Like, girls were coming up to him, like, and you could see he was starting to get uncomfortable, I think. So we're like, hey, well, let's go to the back bar and hang out. I said, because this is kind of like their hunting grounds. Guys just walk in, they're going to be on those guys right away. We'll make our way through the crowd, go to the back, we'll hang out there. You can see out and see what you want. And then when you're ready, you go out and do what you're going to do.
Okay, well, is there a stage in this place?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
So, like, where the front bar was at, probably about 50 feet in, maybe 100 feet in, was the main stage.
Yeah, probably about 50.
So what's cool is you have the main stage, right? And the main stage right behind it has a set of stairs that go up, has a platform, and stairs down to go to the second stage. So they dance on the main stage, up the stairs, down, dance on the backstage, and then they make their way around the club, right? So I said, okay, well, let's go to the back and blah, blah, blah. So we walked by the stage, and, I mean, there was just girls, like there must have been 200 girls there, easy, bro. And not an ugly one in the fucking bunch. I mean, there was
only ugly accents.
Yeah, there was a
Jesus
girl
Christ.
there that looked a lot like Kendall Jenner, except she looked like she had been sucking on a fucking vacuum all day, and her lips were all plumped up, looked like a baboon's ass. If her lips weren't like that, she'd have looked really fucking banging. But anyways, so we go to the back, we're hanging out there, and they're talking to him. Hey, maybe you want to go and just walk up there and just throw a couple dollars out there and, just kind of get comfortable with it, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, okay, I will just, all right, I'm just kind of looking, okay. So we were sitting there saying, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. So I'm in the bathroom.
I know the timing is perfect, all right? It's not because you went to the bathroom.
So I go to the fucking bathroom, and my brother texts me. I'm like, oh, shit. And my brother said, he's doing it.
It was totally because
No,
he left.
it wasn't. I swear to God, it wasn't.
So I fucking finished what I'm doing. I run back out there, and he was already making his way back up. I was like, God damn it. He said, dude, it was the perfect proud papa moment, dude. He said, I'm proud of that motherfucker. Went out there. He saw the girl that he wanted. He went out there, fucking threw money. She put her titties around his face and grabbed his hand, put it on her ass, and he came back and he had that fucking grin right there. That fucking grin right there. And, so I was like, right on. It's so good. I'm proud of you. Now you got the first one out the way. Now, you know, you can go do what you're going to do, right? So.
Hold on. What'd that cost you?
Probably 15, 20. I don't know.
So then.
I wasn't counting. I'm not going to lie.
So then we said, okay, well.
Feels good, huh? Just spend it.
Yeah.
Just spend it.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that till I got home. Then I was like, God damn, I spent it. So I told him, I said, all right, well, now, you know, you kind of got to figure it out. You know, let's see what you want to do. So he fucking hangs back, and where are you going to go get another dance? Go find a girl, have her do 11. Hold on. All right. All of a sudden, I've never seen this motherfucker move that fast, bro. I'm standing there. He taps me like on the shoulder with his fingertips. And next thing I know, he's halfway down the fucking stairs already. He didn't even finish saying, I'll be right back. And he was gone. And he darting for the girl that put her tits around his face. He wanted to dance from her. So he's walking to her, and, you know, it's crowded. So he's trying to work his way through the crowd. And by the time he got to her, she had gone down another aisle, like to where some dudes were. And he kind of, fuck, I missed my opportunity. He turned back around and was walking back. And we were all like, no, stop, she's turning around. And by that time, my cousin was halfway down the fucking stairs running over to him, like telling him, no, fucker, turn around. So by the time my cousin got to him, she had already like walked behind Sebastian and back towards the front stage. And my cousin was like, come on, let's go. So my cousin walked down, and right as she was getting ready to talk to somebody, he tapped her on the shoulder, and she said, yeah. She says, hey, would you mind dancing for my friend? He's a little shy. And she says, yeah, absolutely. And then tell us what happened. Tell us. Come on. Tell us what happened.
So she walks me over to a chair, and she sits me down.
Did she hold your hand? Did she took you by the hand?
And she led me over there, and she sits me down. And she's talking. She's not really dancing yet. She's just talking, right? We're having a conversation for whatever reason. She said, I'll just wait for the next one to start. Can I sit on your lap? Like, why am I going to say no?
Describe her. What did she look like?
I wouldn't. She was pretty. Pretty. She had nice rack.
Like,
I wouldn't even know what to say she looked like.
like a handful, or like bigger than a handful, less than a handful?
Yeah, two for each.
2 hands for each one?
No, 2 hands for each set. One on her chest and one on her ass.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know really how else to explain that.
How, hair?
Long, curly, black.
Okay. Did she look Hispanic, or did she white? Like what?
She looked white, but like she tanned.
Okay. Okay.
That's probably what it was.
Were you wearing the proper attire?
I was wearing a shirt, pants, and my docs.
He looked good. He had on great
pants?
Yeah.
Did I tell you to wear sweats? Cotton sweats?
No.
Bro, it's his first time in Australia. You don't want him to wear. He'll have to sit in the fucking out there by himself for a while until he can make his way back. Let's be fucking honest, bro. Come on.
Those old school cotton sweats, kid.
No. I don't even like wearing those anyways.
Gray sweats. That's what girls look for. So
she sat on my lap. She said, I'll just wait for the next song. And so she's just talking to me at that point. Like, how's it going? How's your trip? What are you here for? Oh, it's your birthday? She got all excited about that. And then she just does her thing when the next song comes on.
What's her thing? What do you mean?
That's for me to know. No. So it's funny because the song starts. She goes, I'm going to show you my tits now. Like, all casual. So that's the first thing she does is like just buries my face in her chest. Nice. That was awesome. That was great. And then she turns around and does the whole like ass to my face kind of thing. Right. And then moves my hands up to it. So I'm like grabbing on as she's like right there.
Nice.
And then she's moving down. And then she comes back up, like slides her back up on like my front. I don't really know how to explain that.
Like her actual back? Or
Yeah.
you mean her ass?
No, her back.
Okay.
And then she moves my hands to her chest as she's right there.
So that's called a reverse cowboy or reverse cowgirl.
That one. Did that, and then moved my hand to her chest, or hands to her chest, and then she like made me touch her a lot. That was cool.
At any point, were you worried about not just your dad, but your uncles watching you? I mean, did it make it awkward?
Maybe not worried.
Did it make it awkward for you?
It didn't make it awkward, but I was like, I wonder if they can fucking see me doing this right now. Like, I wonder how A, jealous they are, and B, proud they are. Like, the fact that I left in the first place.
Yeah, just
You know
the
what I
whole,
mean?
just okay, cool. But he came back fucking Joker, dude, ear to ear, fucking big old smiles. But it took us a while for him to get up to that point. Like, we had been there probably about an hour, right?
Dude, I was uncomfortable.
Yeah, he was stressed out.
This isn't, I don't belong here.
Bro. Them broads were bad, though, dude. I was like, God damn. I said, if I'd have gone broke like 10 feet in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the first blonde that talked to me, you'd have been out.
The one that was in the orange, bro.
I don't know why you were so obsessed with her.
I don't know. She was just absolutely gorgeous, and she was sitting there, like when we were at the
yeah.
front bar. She's
standing in front of me. Like, I learned within 2 girls, don't fucking make eye contact. So right. I'm not, and I can see out of the corner of my eye, she's like fucking scratching her ass right in front of me, dude.
Not like
and
her ass crack, but that little
yeah.
wedge between her ass cheek and her leg. Like, she putting her finger on there and she's scratching it.
And she's like looking back at me like
like
side-eyed, and I'm like, don't do it. Don't look.
And she takes her fingers and she's rubbing up on her side like that with just her fingertips, and I'm like, that might not be working on him, but I gotta tell you, I'm really kind of fucking tempted right now. I'm not gonna lie. She was bad. Like, I'm off Saturday. You want to go to Vegas? Like, fuck, dude. She was bad, bro. Bad. And then I think you got a couple more dances, and then he was good to go after that.
Yep.
Same girl or different girls?
No, different.
Good.
But they were all the same kind of like the same kind of girl. Like, we know. I know now which direction to point him in. Like,
no. The last 2 were different. The first one, the second one was more your type. The first one that talked to me, right? She's the blonde girl that had like the 2
braids.
Yeah. Not even really braids, but like 2 tails that came off.
Handlebars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
That was the one with the Russian accent, though, right?
No.
No?
That was the first one that talked to me.
Oh, okay. Dude, the first girl that talked to him was just absolutely gorgeous, bro.
She was pushy as fuck.
Like she had a Playmate face. I don't know if you know what that is anymore. It's probably been a long time since you looked at one of those magazines. And then the second girl that came talk to him, that was a Russian chick, and she was, oh my God, dude, she was a little short, she was kind of dark skinned, and she had a massive rack, and she just sitting there, just like aggressively rubbing her
like talking
her testicles while she's talking to him.
Was the place packed?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty packed, dude. And everything was like, so we were sitting in the back, and we had ordered a second round of drinks back there, and we were just kind of hanging out, and the bartender was like, "Are you guys drinking?" Like, well, yeah, so we're just here for my boy's 21st birthday, so we brought him out, and fuck, you guys want a shot? It's on the house, dude. We'll give you guys a shot.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah,
That's
right
cool.
on. So they gave us a shot. We took the shot. Next thing I know, hey, dude, I got to the bathroom, and he was gone. Like, well, fuck, maybe we should get him another shot. Like, let's go. The social lube is on. But it was really good. It was a fun time. Did you enjoy it at least? Like,
once I got used to it, yeah, because it was like, okay, I'm confident enough to walk up there. If I see what I like, throw a couple dollars, and then, go up and ask. So
Did you get taken to a champagne room at all?
No. The second one was trying to get me. It's like, nah, dude, I'm good here. Leave me alone.
hey, I don't know what you're going to do to me in the champagne room. I got to
You should at least went.
Nah.
I was
good where I was at.
We tried to get him to go, but he didn't want to go. So he was like, all right, well, you've come so fucking far from where you were.
Yeah.
About fuck that, never. I'm not going to that kind of place. To like, hey, this place kind of cool.
When are we coming back?
Yeah, right. I was like, holy shit. But yeah, dude, it was a really cool spot. And like, I asked the bouncer when I came in. I said, hey, so this is probably kind of a weird request. I said, but like, can I take pictures of him? Like, if he's up, you can't.
You can't take
You got to keep your phone in your pocket.
Yeah, come on,
okay.
kid.
So I kind of figured, but I thought I'd ask anyways. But when I was walking back from the bathroom, one of the girls was at the back bar and she was taking a picture of herself, a selfie. So I stood behind her and I was like, woo! And she turned around and said, oh my God, that was hilarious. And she posted it and I went back and I was like, hey, did you delete it or did you say, no, I have it right here. I just posted it. I was like, cool, well, shoot it to me. And she was like, okay. I said, look, I'm not going to fucking call you. Just fucking, here's my number. She said, well, do you have AirDrop? I said, yeah, I got an iPhone. She said, okay. And she's, she can't use her fucking finger because she got the 8-inch nails. So
right.
She's using the tip of the finger trying to figure it out. And she just fucking AirDropped it to me. It was kind of cool. We were just sitting there bullshitting for a minute, laughing.
How long were you say you guys were there for?
2.5 hours.
2.5, 3 hours probably.
Yeah.
It was good though. He went through the fucking. I was surprised. I didn't think he was gonna get through all the 100. I thought he's not gonna fucking. He probably got through about 80, probably 85, maybe.
Well, yeah, because you guys gave me an extra 60, and then I had the other 60 from your cousin.
Yep.
Or from my cousin, I guess. So.
Totally different face from when we got there to when he left that place.
Were you like all butterflies going over there?
First face, anxiety. Second face, happiness.
Were you actually really nervous when you started walking in?
Yeah, I was like, I don't really know what this is going to be like.
Yeah, it was really kind of cool. I'm glad that I went to kind of to share the experience with him, and I'm glad that I did my best to hang back and not try to we'll do this or try that or whatever. I think I probably did more than I should have, but that was me really trying to hang back. But I think having my brother and my cousin there really kind of settled him into kind of okay, this is what I can do. This is how I had to do it or whatever. You know what I mean? So it was kind of cool. And they were like, oh, so are we bringing Milo for his 21st? I said, fuck that. Milo come back and be like, hey, Dad, I need more money. Yeah. I said, there's a big difference between these two, bro. Like, Milo be broke at the door. I'm good. Milo be like, hey, Dad, you have to fucking Vixen needs to go to college. I need to give her a couple more dollars. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that.
Milo be like, I don't need that special dinner.
Yeah, right?
For the club.
Holy shit. But that was a really, really... It was a really good experience. So if you're looking to do something special like that, again, I mean, it's expensive. You can go all out. You can do more than what we did. But Sapphire Las Vegas, man, look it up and enjoy it. You can call ahead and get your table reserved and all that kind of shit too. So it's a classy joint, I guess, for being a titty bar. You know what I mean?
That just sounds funny.
What,
it's a classy spot.
It's a classy titty bar.
Yeah.
So then Sunday, we fucking packed up. We went to breakfast at this place called Blueberry Hill. I guess it's owned and operated out of there in Vegas. They have like 3 or 4 spots or whatever. And my cousin had invited a friend of his that grew up in Vegas. He was like, yeah, dude, we used to come to this restaurant every Sunday after church or whatnot. Breakfast was really good.
Wait.
Yeah, it was probably about half an hour maybe.
25 minutes, yeah.
So then we ate, and I had to, put oil in the car and make sure all the tires were good and all that shit. And we washed the engine off a little bit before we left. And then we were coming back, and I was like, hey, look up. We got to get Tony White Castle. We can't leave fucking Vegas without getting him White Castle because we'll never hear the fucking end of it. So I didn't like the White Castle that was on Fremont Street. I was like, there's supposed to be one in Prim. Look it up. So we found it. It was actually at a Chevron.
Yeah, it's a gas station.
It's the Chevron on Good Springs Road in Jean. So if you're leaving Vegas and you want some White Castle, hit that one. The fucking burgers are so much better.
It was much better at that one.
I can't believe there was that much of a difference.
The huge difference.
Massive.
Just when we got them, and because we got a bag for you and a bag for us, and we could have snacks on the way back or whatever. We left. I was like, let me have one. And I started eating. I was like, holy shit, dude! Like it's a totally different night and day taste. Like it was just totally different. I think if you'd have had the ones on Fremont Street, you'd have been like, nah, this ain't White Castle. Nah, their fries were good.
This that frozen shit you buy at the frozen aisle.
But dude, I want to go. They have these things called chicken rings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are those good? You ever try them?
Yeah, I've tried them. They don't taste like chicken.
No?
No, they don't taste like onion rings. They have a unique taste. They're not bad.
Really?
Yeah, they're not bad, but
What really got me was the fudge-covered chocolate cake on a stick.
Oh yeah, the fudge cover brownie.
Yeah. I was like,
Alright.
we got to fucking try that next time. This weekend.
That we got to try the chicken rings. I want to try the chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
Try the fish sandwich. I want to try all of it.
Well, I don't know about the fish sandwich.
I like fish. Fuck it. I had
I
fish
know.
and chips that weekend. It was good.
I know you did.
It didn't smell like that.
did
so
you
we
have
were
to
good.
tell your aunts about your night on Sunday?
I told nobody about that shit. They didn't ask, so I didn't tell.
This ever after we told everybody you got to hear it on the podcast. We ain't telling nobody nothing. Just the four of us know what happened that night. So it was cool.
So was there room at the stage for you guys to sit down? Nobody went to the stage?
He did.
I did, yeah.
That's where he got that's where he met his first girl.
Why I gotta make it sound weird?
Well, I mean, that's the best way to put it, right? Like,
I guess.
that's what happened.
Did you think about asking her for a number at all?
No.
Were you tempted by the VIP room? Or the champagne room?
No. Because she was selling it way too fucking hard.
No, the first girl.
Oh, yeah. That
Yeah.
one for sure. But the second one was just trying too hard.
She tell you how
Like,
much
she
it
was
cost?
killing it. No, that's what was killing it for me. Like, oh, you want a tour? You want to go? Nope. I'll stay right
What
here.
a tour. You should have said, of what?
Yeah, no, I was good. I wasn't going to venture any farther. I went far enough.
You know, and I'm actually surprised that they let you touch them like that. 'Cause generally they don't.
She moved my hands.
Yeah,
I was white knuckling the
Oh,
arms of that
because
chair.
trust me, if you'd have done it on your own, you'd have gotten kicked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But generally they don't. I mean, not that I know.
Well, but yeah, she was
They'll
on.
let you
Yeah,
do that.
nice save.
That was good.
I was up at the stage throwing her money. And,
There you go.
And she grabbed my hand and put it on her ass. What, like in full view of everybody. So
Yeah,
if I was
everything
gonna,
is in full view of everybody.
if I was gonna get kicked out, it would have been right then and there.
Well, but I think they know. Maybe certain girls will tell the bouncers, "Hey, I might do this, whatever, whatnot," or they kind of know which ones will do it, or
Yeah.
you know, by looking at you, they know that you're not the fucking 38-year-old
Yeah.
creepy guy that's
Well,
there.
also, it's if you're doing it on your own, the girls will signal those bouncers in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
They got their little special hand signals and stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you said that. I don't know if you caught this, but when we were at the front bar, the one chick that looked like a dude.
Hold on.
There was
Hold on. No. You said
Please
there
ask.
were no other
Yes.
girls there.
well, right.
And now you're telling me there was a chick that looked like a dude.
Well, because I don't think she was a chick, so I didn't include her in the rest of that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who he's talking about.
If she was wearing, she had on that black top and a black skirt. And the reason why I remember is because I was standing there and the girls that were just to the right of you, like she was listening to us talk and she was signing to those girls about, oh, well, you know, here. So
Oh,
she
wow.
was like, I don't know if she's like the fucking spotter or what, and telling these girls, oh, this guy, that, like, you know, go talk to this, like pointing out who to talk to.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
I was like, God
There's
damn.
a whole, not that I know, but there's a whole, I mean, they got their hand signals, they got, like, for example, your group, they're probably, like, pointing at Seabass somehow, or saying, you know, guy number 3, pay attention to him because, you know, he's probably the main attraction in your group,
Right.
so pay attention to him and they'll probably tip you more, that type of stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, they could tell he was the guppy anyways. I mean, we were all, it's not
Yeah.
like, you know, he wasn't there with anybody his age. Like, they were all, you know, 37 and up, you know what I mean? So he was the young one of the bunch, they knew. Which was perfect, you know what I mean? It was awesome.
And so when,
Yeah, because nobody went up to talk to them, it was just me.
It was fucking true. I was like, fuck, at a place I got to pay for, they don't even talk to me.
so when you first got there and it was, how much to get in?
$200.
$200 to get in, and then they offered. Did you hear them say it was $200 to get in?
They said it was $50 a head, so
Okay.
yeah.
Now, did you hear the concierge say, "You want a table? $200?"
Yeah.
At this point in time, were you like, "What kind of places are these?"
Kind of. Like, fuck, you can sit at a table or stand at the bar. Like, what the fuck? And then they had the cashier where all three of them went. It's like, god damn, it's like...
See, you came
even know
prepared,
what
though.
this
You had
is.
your brick already.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't have to go to the cashier.
Thank you, Tony and Manny.
I
Is
told him,
that
I
what
said-
you're looking for?
No, not at all.
I told him, I said, hey, look, dude, keep your bands in the left pocket, keep your brick in the right pocket, and just work out of one pocket at a time. I said, because they don't need to know what you're carrying, what you got. Just be cautious of what you're doing. All right. 'Cause them girls see that money, boy. It's all over.
Well, but that's a good thing. It's not that you don't want them to know how much money you got. It's just that you need to be in control of your money.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
Let them see you got it, and let them work
Yeah.
for it. Let them figure out how they want to work for it.
so how do you feel throwing money up on that stage?
At first, it was weird. But then the reward
But
happened.
you got used to it real quick.
Yeah, the reward happened.
So did you feel dirty at any point?
No, because I paid for it. I guess that's the best way to put it.
And
I don't know.
Honestly, at any point did you kind of like, oh my god, my dad's probably here looking at me?
No, it wasn't like that. It was like, fuck, I wonder if they can see it. Because if they can, are they watching like proudly or
Oh, we all were.
weird?
All three of us.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
It was fucking funny. Ben too, my brother, was like, man, it was a proud papa moment, dude. I had to have it before, like, it was cool watching him run out there and go do that. And he started off throwing money, and all of a sudden their tits are in his face. I was like, right on.
She buried me.
Yeah. It was nice. It was good. It was a really good
Yeah.
time, dude. It was just the way it should have been. The whole weekend was just, there was no arguing, let's not worry about anything. You want it, we'll get it. We're going to do whatever, you know what I mean?
And you said the girls went to the male version?
Yeah, I don't know if they ended up going there or not. They didn't talk about it. We didn't ask. So I don't know if they went to a male review after all or not. But they ended up at some place called
Resort World?
Resort World? Yeah. Kind of a fucking dope place, dude.
Resorts World?
Yeah, Resort World. And it's right in front of the Sapphire. And you go in, and they have, like, my sister said they had something like 7 bars. And then they have this,
Damn.
when you're leaving out the
bars.
yeah, when you're like dance clubs and shit. So like when you're leaving, on the right hand side, they have a bar there, like a sports bar. Or you go down this on the left flank, and it's like an alley, but it's like street restaurants, but they all face inside. So you get like Asian food, there's Mexican food, it's kind of like a food court basically, but
There's Asian Mexican food.
yeah, it was legit, dude. They had a place where you can go play pool. So like, if like that should be the place that if we're gonna stay somewhere next time, like that should be the place because it's got shit you can do that you don't actually have to go and gamble or go do something excessively expensive.
So this was an actual resort as well where you could rent a room and sleep?
Yeah, and the casino was on the bottom floor, nice. It was nicely laid
Yeah,
out,
that
dude.
casino was nice.
It was really, really like uppity, like white leather chairs with mahogany. They kind of look like these, or like the ones you guys are sitting in. Really, really nice. So it's probably something I'll check out the next time. Go there. Matter of fact, I think my sister's going back next week.
Oh yeah.
They're going for a Gwen Stefani concert.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Somebody tag along. I'm going to go for security reasons.
Sure.
I'm going to go find that girl in that orange fucking bathing suit. She was bad, bro. God.
We could all snap her like a twig. That's why.
The what was it? The blueberry muffin you said?
Blueberry Hill restaurant.
What kind of food was it? Just breakfast stuff?
No, they had all day. They had all day food, but like they had like specialty shit. Like they had like pumpkin pancakes. They had obviously Blueberry Hill waffles, and they did chicken and waffles and eggs and just the whole gambit.
That was my first time having chicken and waffles, and I'm a fan. I like
Dog.
it. Yeah.
I don't know if I ever told you when we have our Christmas party, annual Christmas party.
Yeah, we haven't been invited to that, so we don't know.
This will be the first one. Oh no, yeah, because they didn't do one last year, right?
This will be your first one?
Oh,
Oh, you inviting yourself already?
yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I'm on that shit.
But
Damn.
but you're supposed to
He
bring.
just kicked me in the nuts right now. Like,
And you let him.
You're supposed to bring a plate, something to eat.
yeah.
Sometimes, most of the time, people buy the Albertsons or the Stater Brothers fried chicken.
Right.
So if there's any left over the next morning,
That's
give me a
good
couple
shit.
Eggo waffles. Heat up that chicken.
You do it on an Eggo
Oh,
waffle? You don't do it on a real waffle?
To me, Eggo waffle is the real waffle.
Wow.
I prefer them better
And here
Oh, really?
I thought you were being bougie.
because they're nice and crunchy. I like them like that.
So you don't make them in a waffle iron crunchy like that?
No, because they'll burn for some reason.
That's interesting. I figured you would have rather make them than with that frozen shit.
No, that frozen shit is good. And then again with some chicken. Oh,
Making me hungry right now. Gets me some chickens. So what'd you do this weekend? What happened? Anything fun?
yeah. We celebrated our high school buddy Gideon's 50th birthday, and we'll just start from the beginning.
Okay.
All right. So I met up with the fellas. It was myself, James, Rick, Shannon, Jerry, Rushing, Gideon, of course, Raul, who was the planner, and our buddy Ray. I think that's everyone.
Lil Ray?
Yeah. So they rented a party bus. It was
Okay.
a nice van. And when I say nice, it ain't the cloth seats, it's the leather seats.
Oh, shit.
So we met up at the condo they rented. So I went over there, and they were already there. And then when I got there, actually, the van was already there. So they rented a condo right next door to where Rick's parents' condo is.
Okay.
So maybe the condo next one was vacant, and they spoke to the owners, their neighbors, and rented it for them.
Okay.
So I haven't seen Rick's parents in quite a while, his mom and his stepfather. So I was talking to his mom for a little bit. I didn't even recognize her. I don't think she recognized me initially. And Raul kind of said, hey, this is Rick's mom. I was like, oh, snap, and we started talking. And she looks really good for her age,
Okay.
And then Rick's stepfather, he was inside with the fellas. So when I went inside, I told him hello, but he doesn't remember who I am, I don't think. Which is funny because I used to work for him.
Oh.
He used to be an executive for the Desert Sun newspaper,
Oh, okay.
and I used to work there. And he's the one that hired me because obviously he's Rick's stepfather, and Rick had to hook up for the job.
Right.
So, but he's also the guy that fired me, which I probably should have reminded him of. Maybe he would have remembered me at that point.
Right.
But you know what? To get on that, me getting fired, I should have never been fired from that job.
Why? What happened?
I worked the mailroom. Okay.
Okay.
So you got to remember, back then there was no email, there was no cell phones. So what I would do is, it was me and the head guy in a cage, if you will.
Okay.
And so the mail would come in every day, and we put in these little cubby holes on the wall.
Okay.
Separate them to whomever it was going or whatever department it was going. And so I would have to put them in a cart, separate it, and then I would walk this cart throughout the whole building. It was 2 floors. And so I was going through different departments. So I would hand people their mail, and they would also give me anything that had to go to another department.
Okay.
So I just walk around with my cart, da-da-da. And we did it like 2 or 3 times a day
Wow.
because people would, as far as the inner office communications, that's how they would do it instead of going and walking it down themselves type deal.
Wow, that was a long fucking time ago.
Yeah. And then at the end of the day, I would have to go to the post office with any of our outgoing mail, which we always had a lot. We'd actually be sending newspapers all across the country. It was a trip.
Really?
And also letters. So that was my job. Now, they had just gotten new little Toyota trucks. So they specifically said nobody's to smoke in these. You got to be careful when you check out a truck. When we give you the keys, we're going to give you a sign sheet. If you see anything wrong with this truck or these trucks, you're to mark it,
Okay.
regardless of what it is, because we're trying to keep them looking as good as possible for as long as possible. Cool. You like when you rent a car, you're supposed to walk around and mark anything off.
Right.
So I remember getting in one of the trucks, and cigarette ashtray was full of cigarette butts and ashes. So I wrote that down. Truck 6, ashtray has cigarette butts. 2 days later, some woman comes up to me, and she's like, "Hey, are you Anthony?" I was like, "Yeah." Without even telling me what she was talking about, she says, "You know what? If I want to have a cigarette while I'm working, I'm going to have a cigarette while I'm working." So I'm like, "Well, I don't know you. What are you talking about?" She goes, "You wrote up that truck saying that it was full of cigarette butts." And I was like, "Well, yeah, because I'm supposed to." Because what happens is the next person that checks it out is going to write that down, and they're going to see who drove it before him or her, and it's going to be me. That's how they keep track of everything. So within a week, I get called into the office. "Hey, we were told that you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing it." And I was like, "What?" "Yeah, we're going to have to let you go."
For real?
Yeah, dog. I was so disappointed.
Wow.
Yeah, she threw me under the bus.
Were you doing shit?
No, not at all. I was just doing my job. So, had I reminded him of that story, I think he would have probably remembered. So, anyways, we get onto the bus, and the funny thing is, Rick's stepdad, he's really young at heart.
Okay.
Really nice guy. So, after the fact, I heard that he jokingly, but kind of serious, wanted to come with us.
Right.
To, have fun. And so, anyways, when we were leaving, as they were slamming the sliding door shut, he stopped the sliding door, and he goes, for whatever reason, he says, "Hey, fellas, I just want you guys to know that I hope you guys marry a woman that looks as fine as mine when she gets this age." And so it was kind of a little awkward. And so Rick was right next to the door because he's talking about his mom. So he slammed the door on him because it was funny, but it was kind of a little awkward too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we take off, and like I said, we're on the bus, and we're headed to Palm Springs. Now, I don't know what we're doing or where we're going. I just know we're going to dinner at one point. So we stop at a bank so some of the fellas could go to the ATM machine. And we're just talking while we're waiting. We wound up going to Bevmo to get some drinks. So we walk into Bevmo. And again, I'm still not 100% sure exactly what it is that we're doing. So one of the guys gets a 24-pack of beer. Two of the guys get bottles of tequila. So I was like, "Oh, shit, okay, we're doing it like this." So, I got to get something that I'm going to drink.
Right.
So I'm with Ray over there by the cooler section. And I pick up my Trulies. Why you look at me like that?
Are you serious?
Okay. And I'm even telling Ray,
That
I'm like...
shot glass fits perfectly.
So I even told Ray, I said, "Look, man, I can't drink this hard stuff. If I'm going to drink, especially if they're getting tequila and stuff, I need something to chase it down with."
I'm going to buy you a fucking shirt that says that shit.
So I'm like, I don't care what they're going to say. I'm getting my Trulies. I like the fruit punch ones now. There's tropical punch, there's fruit punch, mango punch.
Is there sissy punch?
There's just... So those are the new ones. So I'm walking up to the front, and that's when they see me, that's when it all starts. "Oh, Pacheco, you got some girls coming with us?" And I was like, "Oh, man." I said, "Nah, man, I drink these." And they're like, "Pacheco knows the girls are coming." So I bought my Trulies. We jump in the van. We start taking shots. And they bought this really good tequila. I don't know exactly what brand it is. So I might have to get some because I was even able to take almost the whole shot. See, this group doesn't really know how I drink
Okay.
or lack of how I drink.
How you don't drink?
Yeah. So, but I was able to take a couple of them shots. I was cool. So we wound up going to a dispensary.
Wait a minute. Was it because the tequila was good, or because those were your showing off friends, and you had to hang more with them than you do with us?
I think it was a combination of both, but more towards the tequila.
Okay.
Because again, if I can't do it, I can't do it.
Right.
It doesn't matter who I'm in front of.
Okay.
If I can't do it, I can't do it. So we wound up going to a dispensary. A friend of ours from high school, he was actually a year older than us. His name's Will Holland.
I think sounds familiar.
He owns a dispensary. It's called Holland Farms
Okay.
on Palm Canyon. Farms is with a PH instead of an F.
Right, like pharmaceuticals.
Right. So, and dude, this place is nice and it's big. Like, I've been to the ones in Cat City, and it's a really small. They're really small.
Right.
This place was big.
You know why they do that though, right? The ones in Palm Springs.
Uh-uh.
Because it's for the older people that come into town that are just getting into all the CBD shit.
Oh, you think so?
Absolutely.
This place was, dude. It kind of makes sense because this place was like white,
Yeah.
like nice and open. It was a trip though, because like the security that was there, taking
Checking
scanning
your
your
ID?
ID, he was packing heat.
Oh,
which
yeah.
surprised me.
Why would that surprise you?
I didn't think they could pack heat, actual heat.
Yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah. Do you know how much money runs through that place? Shit.
You think?
Absolutely.
Wow. So yeah, it makes sense. So we.
Because it's an all cash business, they can't take debit cards or credit cards.
That's right.
So they have to. I'm assuming that's
And they got an ATM machine there.
Right.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. So this place is really nice, and so he sees us, and they take us to the back. So he's got like. I wouldn't call it his office because he didn't have office furniture or anything back there.
right.
But it's like he's got 2 long tables, a big old flat screen TV. He's got a window that I guess is like a one way.
Okay.
So he could watch the lobby while he's back there. As
Oh,
well.
nice.
Yeah. So we just kicked it back there. We kicked it back there for an hour or two because our dinner reservation was like at 6:30, and at this point it's like 3:30.
Oh wow, you guys started early.
Yeah. So they had the game on. It was college football games, and they started smoking. But Shannon, well, he had a machine cooler in the back, a machine that had drinks.
Right.
So he had cannabis infused drinks in the
Oh
back
yeah.
there.
Jesus
It's a big thing now.
So Shannon cracked one open and he offered me some, which I took some. Maybe a third of a cup, if not a quarter.
Okay.
A third and a quarter cup.
And that you drank okay? Didn't make you faces or nothing?
Actually, it was pretty good. I was really surprised.
What flavor
I
was it?
Wow. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Yeah, but it didn't. It tasted like a fruit drink.
Okay.
So I was like, shh, I could do this all day. I'm telling myself, oh, I'm running things up in here right now. So Shannon finished that bottle. And again, we're talking amongst each other. Shannon opens up another bottle. Says, hey, you want some of this one? I was like, sure. So he pours me another glass. And again, third of a glass.
And you forgot that it was infused, right?
No, I knew it, but it's one of those things where it doesn't hit you. So
So you thought you were safe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, this one was a bit stronger. So you could actually start tasting the cannabis in it.
Right.
So I was like, okay, it's still going down smooth. He opens up a third bottle. Offers me again. Sure, I'll take some. Now, this one was even stronger.
Oh
so
my
I don't know
God.
if he did it on purpose, like starting
Building it
off
up?
soft. Yeah. And so I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do that. At this point, we're talking maybe 5:30-ish. All of a sudden, dude, it starts to hit me. Dude, I literally started seeing stars. I got hot. I'm talking when women say they go into menopause
And they hit hot
and
flashes.
oh my God, dude, that happened to me, and I was like, oh man. And now everything's feeling heavy. The room is starting to spin. And I was like, oh, man, I think I overdid it, right? So Jerry Rushing, he actually walked up to NYPD and bought a pizza.
Okay.
And, you know, when you're high, dude, it was the best pizza I've tasted in such a long time. And the worst part, as I've told you in the past,
Yeah.
I started choking. I was eating too fast again, and I wasn't chewing my food. And nobody knew, but I was just sitting there by myself, and I'm trying to swallow to get it to go down. So then they brought out cannabis-infused champagne,
Jesus.
non-alcoholic champagne.
Right.
So we drank some of that. And, dude, I was gone. I was toasted. So we're about to leave, and he's got a clothing line of his company. Like his employees, they were all wearing, they look like street clothes, but they all had his emblem. He's got an HP with some sort of a landscaping around it, if you will.
Okay.
And at one point I noticed, like, he had his socks with an emblem. His shorts had his emblem.
Dope.
And dude, he was done right. I mean, they were all laced up. So they handed us these swag bags. Dude, it must have been $300 worth of stuff in there.
Really?
Socks, hat, product, a drink. Dude, I mean, he hooked us up proper.
Nice.
Real nice. And there was, like I said, 10 of us there.
Wow.
Damn.
And yeah, I mean, for Giz's birthday, he hooked it up proper. So, Holland Farms, anybody in downtown Palm Springs want to get hooked up with some cannabis products,
That's the place.
that's the spot. It was really nice.
That's dope.
So, we jumped back in the van. I'm not feeling good. Okay. Now, Shannon did this to me at his 50th birthday party, and I feel that he's done it to me again. And they even mentioned it. They're like, "You don't want no gummies this time, right?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm straight." You know, that's why I was drinking that drink. So, going to the restaurant, we had to go from Palm Springs to Palm Desert. Dude, I'm falling asleep. I'm that guy. I'm that guy now. It's almost like I'm getting pegged as that guy.
Right.
He can't handle his liquor, but so my head's against the window, and on these buses when you start hitting the bumps, my head starts hitting the window hard. And I was like, fuck! I just wanted to go home and go to sleep. Dude, it was bad, all bad for me, and they didn't realize how bad it was. But I was high.
And you didn't let on either, did
dude,
you?
I was so high. It was incredible. So we get to this restaurant called Eddie V's in Palm Desert. It's a steakhouse.
Okay.
Really nice. I've never been there.
It's always packed.
Because, oh, you know it?
Yeah.
Because I was
Catty
high and I couldn't get my bearings right. I felt like I was in a totally different city. Because I'm looking out in the street and I couldn't figure out exactly where I was. All I know was I was on El Paseo only because I knew the restaurant was on El Paseo.
Wow.
But I literally had no clue. I thought I was like in L.A. or something.
Wow.
I had no idea. That's how high I was.
And did anybody notice how high you were? Like, did anybody, hey, you're going to be all right, Tony? Just relax.
No.
No?
I was playing it smooth. So
That's what you say now. Watch, they're going to call you after they hear this. Be like, fool, you wasn't playing shit cool.
So again, Raul set this all up. He got us our own room in this steakhouse.
Oh, nice.
Dude, it was real nice. This room had a big screen TV as well, so they had the game on while we were eating. First course came out, which was the seafood tower.
Okay.
Dog. And, I mean, I don't eat seafood, so it looked good. Oysters on ice, lobster and crab legs,
Oh, wow.
shrimp, the whole nine.
And you didn't eat any of it?
I didn't eat none of it.
Wow.
And the funniest thing is, There's a cat we went to high school with called Sean Maloney. I don't really know him that well in high school,
Right?
but I've seen him, at times like these. I've never really even spoke to him, to be honest with you. But we sat next to each other, so we were chopping it up a little bit. And like I said, I was a little high, so
A little?
yeah. So he asked me, he goes, "Hey man, you don't eat seafood?" And I was like, "Nah." He goes, he's telling, because he wasn't eating any either. And he was telling me he used to work in a restaurant. And halibut apparently has worms.
Correct.
Okay, so he told me one of his jobs was to deworm the fish, the halibut,
Oh,
when
that's
it was
fucking
ordered.
gross.
Yeah. He says it was nasty. And he told me, he says he'll never order a halibut at a restaurant. Or in general, I guess. Because he's like, he even said, because I know nobody will put as much work as I did deworming it before it got served, before it got cooked or served.
Ugh.
And he was just like, yeah, I won't even mess with it. I'm like, wow. He's like, why don't you mess with it? And so I told him the story about my brother.
Right?
And he says, yeah, next time you might want to just say you don't want to eat worms. Because he was like, really? You don't eat because of that? He's like, yeah, next time you could just tell him that you don't want to eat worms in your fish, and that'll be a better excuse. So our food came. All our food came except for James's.
Okay.
So I didn't catch it. I was like on the opposite table than him. So at one point the manager came in to talk to. It was between the manager was talking to James and Raul was on one side. So the three of them kept conversing. So they're saying what had happened is his first order. Well, when he took everybody's order,
Yeah.
apparently James got left off for some reason. So when all the food came, James's didn't.
Oh, wow.
Now, when you're dealing with a place like this, high end, that's a really big mistake.
deal.
Yeah. So they're apologetic. I'm gonna get you a steak right now. Just give me a couple minutes. Couple minutes goes by. They come back and speak to him again. The dude dropped the steak
Get the fuck
when he was
out.
bringing it.
Oh,
So they're so we're sorry, sir. We're gonna
We're gonna wash it
Yeah.
off and reheat it.
So by the time his steak came, we were pretty much done eating. So it took a lot longer than it really should have.
Right.
Now, even with the two mistakes, it still should have came out a lot sooner than
Before
it did.
everybody was done. Yeah.
Before everybody was done, exactly. So they were very apologetic. I mean, I don't know how far that goes because obviously now he's eating while everybody else is just
Hanging out.
So as some form of apology, they came and brought us all shots, which was cool, I guess. No?
No. Fuck that. Well, wait, what kind of shot?
I don't know what kind of tequila it was.
Oh, just a tequila shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a sorry. That's the.
Well, again, I don't know. In addition to what else they were doing, as
Right.
far as the bill is concerned, the head waiter was very apologetic. He even said, you come to a place like this, you expect a certain amount of level of service, and we try our hardest to provide that for you. But the funny thing is, when he goes, hey, we're gonna give you guys a round of shots. Sure enough, this we heard.
They dropped them.
They dropped them when they were coming in because the waiter was going out, and the person bringing in the shots was coming in. So you heard all that
Wow.
clanking, and we just started dying laughing.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it was.
Somebody was getting their asses handed to them that night.
And again, with that level of a restaurant, you really don't expect that.
Yeah, and especially in these times right now, you got to nail everyone you can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I don't know if you pay extra for the room. I don't know.
I'm assuming so.
I would assume so too, because there were other big parties in the actual restaurant.
Not only that, but when you take a party that big, gratuity's already added in there.
True. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're paying no matter what kind of service you get,
Yeah.
which is the shitty part, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm sure they made it right on the check as well, not just a round of shots. You know what I mean? I'm assuming
Yeah.
there had to be something done other than a round of shots.
At this point in time, before we started eating, George showed up. George couldn't make it during the day.
Okay.
A couple of other buddies, James's cousin Brian showed up. Guy we used to hang out with in high school, Lil C, showed up.
Okay.
So that initial 10 of us now grew to like 14.
Oh wow.
So it was actually a pretty good night, and that room really helped, just the privacy.
How long were you high for?
I'm gonna be honest with you, it was a while.
Yeah. He's like, I'm still high now.
It started to wear off, I think, as I started to eat some of my dinner.
Right.
But yeah, I was high for a long time, kid.
Well, shit, you basically drank a full bottle of the juice yourself and then had,
And
weed champagne.
And what's amazing to me is how everyone else that was partaking, it wasn't affecting them. They kept drinking shots. They, partying from Palm Springs to Palm Desert. And, dude, I was so done. It was incredible. Oh, man. When we got into the restaurant, they're ordering drinks. I was like, I'll just take a water right now.
Yeah, I don't know how people our age continue to party the way they did, like they were in high school, because there's no way, dude. That first night, all I had was that Long Island iced tea icy, and I felt good that night. I don't think I drank maybe but one drink the next day.
Yeah, whenever that annual cruise we go on,
Yeah.
it's a Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. I always go hard Friday night because it's my first day out.
Right.
My phone doesn't work anymore. I don't have to get up early for anything. I go hard that night. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'm just
Done.
babysitting. Yeah, it's just, yeah.
You didn't really drink much either, though, right? Like, after that first night.
We
We had a couple
except
drinks
for the
here and
night
there.
that we went to dinner at Morton's, because I had 3 there.
You had 3 there?
Yeah,
God damn.
I had 3 there. I had 2 at the casino before we left,
That's right.
and then 3 at the club.
Oh, yeah, I lied. That night at the casino, that night when we went to dinner, because I had 3 Bacardi and Cokes at the casino.
Then I had an old fashioned and then 2 rum and cokes. Had 2 rum and cokes at the casino. Had 2 rum and cokes and a tequila shot at the goddamn club.
And today's.
Yeah, that was the most intoxicating.
Let me ask you a question, speaking of drinking.
Yeah.
When you relieve yourself, number 2, okay?
Okay.
When you drop a deuce, you do it. The majority. Can we agree that majority of people do it once a day,
No.
twice a day?
No. I think the proper amount's 3 times a day.
Number 2?
Yeah. That's what good health people say, that 3 times a day.
You think most people go 3 times a day?
You're supposed to, yeah.
No, that's not what I'm asking.
Okay. I would say at least twice.
Okay, I would say at least once.
Okay.
Okay, but okay, once in the morning, once in the evening. How's that?
Okay.
All right. So when you eat, your food goes into your body. Your body pulls out what it wants or what it needs, and the rest you shit out.
Right.
Okay. Why is it liquid that you take in doesn't do that? And here's what I mean by that. When you break the seal, that means you're relieving yourself.
Right.
Why is it you got to keep going to the bathroom every 30 minutes, every hour? Why doesn't it come out at just like when you drop a deuce?
Because we don't eat the way we drink. Like when you go out and you're drinking, like we just talked about it. We had, 3 at the bar, three at dinner, and 3 at the casino, or 3, right? So that's what, 9, 10 drinks?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had 1 meal.
Okay.
So if you pee, right, 9 times out of 10, you're going to come back and you're going to probably have another 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 more drinks. So you fill up.
Okay, but after your last drink, don't you think the next time you pee would be the last one for the evening? Because when I was in Cancun, dude, I must have got up one night 3 or 4 times because I was drinking all those frosty drinks and
Right.
why I really started thinking about it because I think I might have stubbed my toe because I didn't know the room. It was dark.
Right.
And it's like, why at that point, although I know when you drink a lot, you got to go to the bathroom a lot.
Right.
But it just started making me think, why after your last drink of the night, a half an hour later, all that liquid found its way down there, and then you relieve yourself, and that should be it, just like when you drop a deuce.
Well, but you got to remember, though, that you're talking about you go through the large intestines, small intestines, and then out your ass. You take a drink, it goes, where's it go? Your kidneys, your fucking, where else? Your liver cleans it out it goes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's got a shorter trip.
And so, exactly my point. Shouldn't it, when you relieve yourself the last time after your last drink, wouldn't that be it?
Not if you go back and refill.
No, I'm saying when you go to bed that night after you've been drinking a lot,
Oh, okay.
you still keep having to go to the bathroom.
Well, but you're acting like you go in and you drink, and your body's got no liquid in it. So you're going in with 3/4 of your liver full already, half your liver full, where the fuck it goes, I don't know, right? You're going in with pre-liquid, and then you go in and you put all that other shit on top. So when you go and you pee, it's just moving that layer down. It's like when you restock a fridge at a grocery store, you pull all the old shit forward and put the new shit in the back, right? So when you pee, you're pissing out all the stuff that's already been cleaned. It's got all the nutrients out of it. It's all the bad shit. You're putting that out. The new stuff comes in. Clean that. All right, we've had enough. Let's get that out of here. You see what I'm saying?
But you really think it takes that long?
Well, yeah. How long does it take you to, like, when you're drinking water, how much water, like, when you're at work, how often do you piss at work?
Very often.
Exactly, because you're consuming water and Gatorade and whatever else throughout the day to replenish that supply that you've leaked out of your body. And then once it takes out all the nutrients it needs, it exits, right?
Right.
So, but you keep drinking more. It's not like you pee and you're done. So it lets out enough that's already been cleaned, and it's whatever just the dirty shit that's going out, and then the next batch of water comes down, or the next batch of liquid comes down, and that gets cleaned and then evacuated.
But you're, as far as food, you're eating throughout the day.
Not the same way you do alcohol, though.
You're still eating. Come on. I go to the bathroom once a day.
Okay.
Generally in the morning.
Okay.
After I drink some coffee.
Okay. So after you take your laxative. So, you eat in the morning, right, before you go to work?
Sometimes.
Okay. So that's out the window. Lunch. Okay. And then you come home and have a dinner, right?
And snacks in between.
And snacks in between, but like what kind of snacks? Like peanut butter cookies, a couple, something small, right?
Or cookies. It could be anything.
Okay.
It's still food.
But it's small amounts, right? It's not like you're sitting down and having another meal.
Okay.
Like you're not eating a bag of fucking Oreos going from one job to the next, right?
No.
So that's the difference. Because we're talking about, because you sit down with your meal and you drink, right?
Right.
whether it's water, alcohol, soda, whatever, you drink, right? Then you're gonna go sit on the couch, watch some TV. You grab something to drink,
Right.
right? You're drinking that. You might commercial. I'm gonna go get something else to drink, right? So you consume that. Yeah, okay, fuck. Now I gotta go pee. So I pee. You come back out. Fuck, I need something to drink, right? You're constantly filling your body with liquid. You're constantly filling up that portion of your body that needs to be cleaned and emptied out more often than you're filling your stomach. Because you got to remember, like what, a football field, something like that.
What the hell
How
are you
long
talking
is your
about?
intestine or whatever?
The only
Football field.
The only one that I know is that your lungs. If they spread your lungs out, it covers a tennis court. But I don't know about no damn football field.
I don't know. I wasn't good in school. I don't know.
If they spread out your lungs, it's the size
Yeah.
of a tennis court.
It'll cover a tennis court. Yeah,
I don't think that's right.
it's right, but okay.
You mean like if they stretched it out?
Yeah.
Really?
So your small intestine is 22 feet.
Wow.
How long is your large intestine? Well, your large intestine is only 5 feet. So that's 27 feet that your food has got to travel to get clean before it exits.
Your liver is what'll do a football field.
So what you're saying is, you think it makes sense that you'll pee all night if you've been drinking all day?
Yes. Because there's
And
times
I think it doesn't make sense because I eat throughout the entire day, and I only have to go to the I only have to drop a deuce once.
do you feel like at the end of the day, do you feel like your stomach's extended? Do you feel like your belly's bigger, and then when you take a shit in the morning, you're like, oh, okay.
No, I've never noticed. I'll pay attention.
Okay.
I will pay attention now, though.
Yeah.
What you should do is weigh yourself before you go to the bathroom, and then weigh yourself after you're done going to the bathroom. To
I don't
see
drop bombs like that, kid.
No. Oh, okay.
And he's right. I apologize. You're absolutely right. Your lungs are one of the largest organs in your body. The surface area of both lungs is roughly the same size as a tennis court, and the total length of the airways running through them is 1,500 miles. That's crazy.
Tony just looked at his chest.
Gotta make you wonder how small people live.
That don't make no sense.
Well, you gotta. It's not just. They're not just bags. They have little lines and shit through them. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And don't you remember cutting up that frog in high school?
I didn't do that. I couldn't do it. That was nasty.
You pansy.
I didn't like the smell of the formaldehyde. She was gross.
We named ours Mr. Toad from Disney.
It's fucked up.
You know what's funny?
What's up?
Is Manuel likes to call me a pansy these days. You just call me a pansy. Shut up, Bougie Jr.
I learned from the best.
I learned from Uncle Tony.
But I still don't get it.
What the,
Constantly going to the bathroom after you've been drinking.
Why do you
It don't
care?
make no
Why do you
sense to me.
care? Why do you care?
It's just something I was thinking about.
Because there's times where like normally I'm up till probably like 10:30, right? And I'll drink water until I go to bed. But when I do that, I know that I'm up every couple hours peeing. But if I stop drinking like at 7:30 or 6 o'clock, I pee before I go to bed and I'm good.
Right. No.
Fucking hell.
You don't even know what he's saying anymore.
I'm just... All right.
Cool.
Well,
we done with that one? What's next?
Hold on. How long should it take water to leave your body as urine? That was probably... it takes the body 9 to 10 hours to produce 2 cups of urine. That's about as long as you can wait and still be in the safe zone without possibly damaging your organs. In the worst circumstances, your bladder may stretch to hold even more than 2 cups of fluid, is probably what happens when we drink.
So that means that it's stored in your bladder, right? You go while it's still filtering the rest of whatever you drank between 9 to 10 hours.
2 cups is what you're relieving yourself of.
Yep.
When you relieve yourself.
Mm-hmm. Now
Our
let's
bodies
see.
are weird.
Now let's see if it's different if you put. How long does it take?
I think to digest something and
Alcohol.
make poo-poo is like
Alcohol
6
to
hours,
leave.
6 to 8 hours.
How long does it take alcohol to be peed out?
That's what the problem is with people's livers, is it takes a lot longer for it to pass
Here we go.
because it's a toxin.
It's called Is Breaking the Seal When You Drink Alcohol Really a Thing? Someone tends to drink a lot of water. I'm pretty used to constantly having to relieve myself. The need can feel more urgent after adding alcohol to the mix. This raises the question, is breaking the seal refers to the notion that if you pee after drinking alcohol, you're breaking some kind of biological seal. The result, we know what that means. God damn it, I just want the answer. They said there's no such thing as breaking the seal that you break when you pee for the first time after drinking alcohol. To understand why, let's dive into how your body your kidneys filter the liquids, producing the waste and excess fluid as pee. According to blah, your urine goes through tubes called ureters to the bladder, and once your bladder fills, usually holding about 1.5 to 2 cups of urine at a time, it sends the "hey, where's the toilet" signal to your brain. When you do actually let loose the stream, you're emptying your bladder and making more room for urine.
Making more room.
That's pretty much what I said.
And
So-
then I reiterated.
1.5 to 2 cups at a time, my friend.
All right, can we safely move on?
Are we satisfied?
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you for solving that mystery for me.
Peeing's a pain in the ass, though.
Yeah.
Especially when it's in the middle of the fucking night 3 times a
Well,
night.
It's not in your ass, but
Better hope. Well, it could be. That's why Tony sits down.
that's true. He doesn't want to take a shot in the dark.
Right? Tony, any final words?
Yeah, actually.
All right.
I'd like to wish Seabass a happy birthday. It's
Oh, well,
coming up
thank
in
you.
a couple of days.
It is.
Happy 22nd with the 21 do-over.
Thank you. Thank you.
Monday?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Monday.
Okay.
Daddy knows.
He didn't know, though.
I know. That's why I said
I've
Daddy
done
knows.
celebrated the motherfucker already. We're good. It's over.
And we have another birthday shout-out. Ruben Robertson
Oh, right on.
Oh, yeah.
turns
Happy birthday.
18 tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Wow.
And in all actuality, we're here so late because Mojo came into town. Our buddy Mojo, we had dinner with him.
That's right.
So we wound up recording late. So Ruben's actually turning 18 in
53 minutes.
53 minutes.
Wow.
Senior in high school, moving on to big things. Hopefully he's going to college on a football scholarship.
That'll be really nice.
His last and final game of football, I believe,
This is Thursday, right?
Thursday.
Yep.
2 days, day after his birthday. So happy birthday, Ruben.
Yes,
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday.
Good luck at the
18 is a
game.
big number. And next is my daughter.
Your daughter, well, it's not her birthday.
She got hired on her job.
No way.
Permanent fixture there.
Wow.
Yeah. Her 3-month contract was up,
Okay.
but it had already come up. So she was still like working, but not knowing what was going on.
Okay.
So this is a testament to the fact that we need to speak up sometimes.
Right.
Because she approached her supervisor and was like, hey, you know, my 3-month contract has already passed. What's going on? Because I need to know. Like in a professional way, of course.
Right.
Had she not done that, who knows what she'd be doing now? Because when she got hired on permanently, now she's working for the law firm, no longer for the temp agency.
Okay.
So in a sense, she got a raise.
Right.
So again, with her not saying nothing, they probably wouldn't have never done anything.
Wow, they would have just kept taking her money.
Yeah. So congratulations, baby girl. She's starting her next step into adulthood.
Nice.
But guess what starts now?
What's that? Rent.
Apartment hunting. Well, yeah, rent. Exactly. Because now that she knows she's there full time, we're looking for apartments.
She got to find permanent digs.
Yes.
Now you know what to look for now. You know not how to get taken, right? And I'm talking to you, not your daughter.
Yeah, she's going to leasing offices. She's going to straight up places that will show her the place first. And we're going to do it right.
Good.
She's got a couple of lines on some places. She's going to be taking some tours of the places. So hopefully this will, well, I mean, it's going to work out, but, you know, hopefully she'll find a nice place to live and be good.
Is she going to stay in La Alhambra?
No, she's going to try and go somewhere closer to work.
Right on.
Because I don't think she's going to want to take her car to work every day anymore. Because that $12 a day parking, kid.
Oh, yeah, that'll kill it right there.
Yeah. So,
Right
someplace close that she can either walk or take the bus to.
That'll be good for her, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm going to see you for all my lawyering needs. Sebastian, any
All
final
right.
words?
I'd like to thank everybody that came out to Vegas this weekend and contributed to Vegas. That would be my Uncle Ben and my Aunt Crystal, my Aunt Bella and my cousin Vicky, my cousin Ruben and his girlfriend Erin, Tony, of course, and Manuel. And then Steven from the Whiskey Glass podcast for chipping into drinks.
All right.
So, yeah.
See, man, that's good, man.
Yeah.
Not even a fucking honorable mention. You see that shit?
You got the thank you. In real life.
Sorry, Tony.
I thought you was
Tony will
gonna-
give me a hug when we leave.
I thought you was going to
Get there?
thank Nikki Suarez or whoever her name was.
Oh, I don't know her name.
Was it? Fuck.
It wasn't
Tanya
fun.
Showers. It was Tanya Showers. All right. Hey, thank you guys all for listening. Same people, man. Ben and Crystal, thank you guys so much for doing that for Sebastian. He really appreciated it. It was a great time. Belle, Vicky, thank you guys for coming and being a part of it. It was a really good time. Ruben and Aaron, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Taking Sebastian under your wing and helping him out and having a great time with us in Vegas. Tony, Manny, thank you very much. Appreciate you guys, looking out for my boy and hooking him up. That was really awesome. Steve, thank you very much as well. I got you a shot glass as well, so I'll be delivering that soon. Actually, all the guys, I got you guys a shot glass, so I'll bring those around to you here shortly. And thank you guys for listening. We'll see you soon.
And